Who's the judge?
The judge is God.
No need to debate. A podcast. A podcast. No need to debate. A podcast.
Who's the judge?
A podcast. No need to debate. A podcast.
Who's the judge? Who's the judge? Who's the judge? Who's the judge?
The judge is God. The judge is God. The judge is
A podcast. No need to debate. A podcast. No need to debate. A podcast.
Who's the judge? Who's the judge?
A podcast. A podcast. No need to debate. No need to debate.
Yo. It feel like a minute. It feel like it's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been extra 3 days we took.
Yeah, we took an extra 2-3 days. We switched the recording day, so feel like I've been a little bit out of the routine. We here though, alive and well. Audio is sounding crispy.
How y'all feeling, man? What's up, man? How you feeling, man? What's going on?
Ain't nothing, man. I'm tired of being in the house. I'm ready to get the hell up out of here. You know,
Yeah, I feel
I'm ready to
y'all.
get out of here.
Just came from AC this weekend.
How was that?
It was alright. It was cool. Fucking with the slots a little bit. You know I don't gamble like that, but I was fucking.
You
with the
came
slots.
up?
Hell no, ain't no. I'm coming up this weekend. I'm going back this weekend.
Your birthday
I'm
this
coming
weekend,
up,
right?
Yeah, well, it's next. I think it's Wednesday. So I'm
Wednesday.
going this weekend. Yeah,
Okay.
go out there, fuck with the roulette and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Alright.
Been hearing good things about that. See what's up.
Hopefully you get some birthday luck.
Yeah, hell yeah, I'm gonna get some type of luck. Somebody getting stuck the fuck up. That's how it's going down. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
man.
But yeah, man, what's good, man? Top of the week, man. I hope everybody feeling safe, man. Everybody COVID free, everybody energy good and positive, man. If you're going through something this week, man, I hope you get through it.
Right.
I mean, if not, keep fighting, everything good. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. Let me say this. Welcome to the No Need to Debate podcast. I go by the name Marc-Baze. That's MARC-BAZE. Can't forget the hyphen. This nigga over here lighting one up already. He can't wait. He ready to go. He ready to go.
I gotta have in the
So-
beginning the ritual. You know how it goes.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't think you was gonna have your top 10. I thought you was gonna have to push it
before
back.
we say this, I said it on last week's podcast. It can't be. You got to give me at least 2 weeks because this is not my final top 10. This is the 10. This is the top
So you
10.
gonna switch it? You trying to switch
No,
it?
I'm not gonna switch it, but it's gonna be maybe a few songs that. Cause I got like I can't like, you know what I'm saying? The way 50 set up, I got a top 10 on 50 alone. Like,
And
you
we
know what I'm saying?
just listened to some 50 and
Yeah,
boy, we
like,
gonna go into that.
Yeah,
we gonna
like,
go
you know
into
what I'm
that.
saying? I could do 50, top 10, top 12, and just, you know what I'm saying? That
Just
wouldn't
50
be
alone,
fair.
right?
And the thing, 50 and Drake, like I in my top 10 right now, I don't even have a Drake song because I can't.
Are you serious?
I don't have a Drake song. I can't pick
Wow.
one.
Oh, you
That's
really came with the old school shit.
Yeah,
You ain't
I
on
can't- not
you came
not
on
too
your-
old school.
You
I
came
just-
on your authentic hip hop
I
shit.
just didn't want to. It's too much with Drake. How could I could do Drake? I did.
So
50.
you ain't throw Drake in there because it's too much with Drake? It's too much Drake?
It's too much. I'm being honest. It's not. What? How could I'll keep switching it. I'll keep switching. I don't have one favorite. Like what Drake songs? I'll do Drake top 20 Drake songs.
My
right
nigga,
now. Like
the instructions were top 10.
But
And
that's
if
why I said
Drake
I'll
fell
get
in
an
that
extra-
top 10,
he definitely fell in that top 10. But how is that fair to?
how is
like-
that fair to what?
Like not for nothing.
Drake
we're
is
not gonna
part of
go-
hip hop. Like how you gonna set him apart of that? How you gonna set him apart from that?
But no, I'm saying how is that fair to just not really assess which ones is my favorite? I like
Okay,
a
I get
lot
what
of
you're
Drake
saying.
songs to just throw.
So the list can potentially change and you
Like,
can potentially have.
I wish it was 15. I'm not gonna lie to you.
we could do
it's
some
10,
we could do some
but
honorable
I wish
mentions.
it was 15.
We could do
'Cause
some
then
honorable
15,
mentions.
I could squeeze. Cause even the one I got right now is like.
Let's not even talk about it.
Yeah.
Let these niggas wait. Sorry, if you with us, then we know that you rocking with us. You family. We gonna make y'all wait. You gonna sit through this shit with us. You gonna sit in a conversation with us. The blunt is going. If you got a blunt, if you driving to work, whatever you doing when you listen to this podcast, when it drop, we here with you. We feel you. So a lot of shit to talk about. What's been going on? the Biggie doc dropped. I know that the first episode I was telling you that the Biggie doc is gonna drop, and you said you was gonna watch it. You gotta tune in a little bit more. Is what you told me.
Minutes. Yeah, I was doing a lot.
You wasn't doing shit, nigga.
Yeah, I was helping him with his homework. You know what I'm saying? Helping your little cousin with his homework and doing a lot at the time, so I couldn't really watch it. But I'm gonna tune into it, even though I'm not a big Biggie fan. I'm gonna tune into it. It's Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna support, see what's up with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, at the end of the day, my mom told me it was a bunch of like clips that nobody's seen, like backs, like little C's, a bunch of people speaking it. You know what I'm saying? Just talking
it was
about
definitely.
shit.
I think it showed Biggie in a different way, and it just highlighted Biggie. You know, like even watching Biggie, when I see a lot of Biggie clips, I see Biggie a certain way. It's presented a certain way. Like he got that aura and shit like that. Yeah. And even though he had that aura in this documentary, just to see like how he walk, his swag, like when he not on camera, you know, him walking in the airport and just, you know, seeming like a regular nigga, you know,
Regular person,
a nigga from the block. You know, a nigga from the block. That shit was OD cool to see. I went back, listened to some Biggie and shit like that. But we gonna get into the documentary. We have this hip hop based episode. I feel like all these questions are surrounding hip hop and like our introduction to hip hop. So that's what I wanted to start with. What was your first encounter with hip hop? Like, what do you remember being your first encounter with hip hop? The first time you
Tupac dying.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. I was like 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's crazy because Pac died in 95.
95. Yep. 95. Yep. I was 3.
So I was born in 95. Wow. So you was around. You know what's crazy? With our family, we remember a lot of shit. Mm-hmm. We remember a lot of shit.
You know what's crazy? I remember like it was yesterday. Like, I remember him, and I remember because my aunt was crying. My aunt Jamaica was crying. I'm like, why? Oh, Tupac died. And I'm like, damn. Like, I didn't know who he was. And
hold on,
but
real
I know
quick. You said 3 years old, bro.
I was 3, yeah.
3 years old.
Walking on Wilson Ave.
I be talking to my girl, or Kenny would talk to his girl, and they like, yo, how do y'all remember shit from that long? Like when you was 3 and 4, like I vividly remember what Cornelia Street looked like. I vividly remember being in daycare. They be like, how you remember shit to that far? I'm like, yo, certain things just stayed. It said it. Certain things that went side by side with what was going on, it said it, and it pushed that memory in my mind, and I can't forget it.
Yeah, you can't forget.
You know?
I can never forget like walking. It was probably like 9 o'clock. Everybody was standing outside. Like it was something crazy. Like it was. I mean, and that's when I was like, so I had to go tune like, yo, who told? Oh, this is the rapper gotta be making these songs. Then I started tuning on music. Then you know, as I got older, keep hearing shit. You start hearing Wu-Tang. I'm, you know, in and out. That's when I moved to Staten Island. When I was like 5, hearing Wu-Tang, hearing about Method Man and.
Oh, so you a Wu-Tang nigga, huh?
Yeah, I was on. Yeah, you know that I was on the Wu-Tang when I was. I'm saying definitely when
I remember
that
you
was
being
probably,
in Staten Island, but
that was probably my first. Yeah, like
yeah.
I could say, you know what I'm saying, Method Man and definitely Redman definitely was probably.
I forgot you was Staten Island heavy when you was coming up, when you was growing up.
Yeah, definitely. You know that. So you know what I'm saying? They definitely had that was my first, but Tupac was the first like probably person I ever looked up to see what was a rapper like. Why was everybody so who the fuck was Tupac that everybody is up here looking silly? Like, I'm talking about my family was looking. My aunt was crying like I thought when my family members died. Nigga, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, no, Tupac died. I'm like, the fuck is Tupac? Like, who? Like, nah, he's a rapper. I forgot. I think I ain't even. It wasn't even time. I couldn't even look it up. I think I just heard a song or something on the radio or somebody was showing. Matter of fact, she had mad pictures, posters and shit in her room. Showed me like, oh, that's Tupac here rapping shit like that. Every time a song come on there, let me know, oh yeah, that's Tupac. So I'm like, oh shit. Then videos and shit, you know, BT, shit like that. I get like, oh shit. Then you start realizing, you know, the impact he had on people. Because I wasn't, I'm saying I wasn't hearing the music at the time. So it wasn't really a fan and say, yo, yeah, I'm a Tupac fan. I got affected when he died. You know what I'm saying? I seen everybody else affected. I seen how it impacted everybody around me. So that's what made me like, oh shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? I knew he was something big because, I mean, everybody was just affected by the shit. The shit was crazy.
Wow. Damn. Yeah. I wasn't even expecting that as an answer. Tupac dying is your first encounter with hip hop. That's fucking crazy. Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah. That just blew my mind.
This shit crazy.
That's crazy.
What was your first impact?
How
old were you?
I would say like I could tell you the first song that I remember hearing and gravitating to it and being like jumpy and having a bounce and a vibe to it. But it probably was like More Money, More Problems. Like hearing certain songs because it wasn't played in my house. Like my mom's would play reggae,
of course.
and calypso and shit like that. And when we go to grandma's house, it was calypso, reggae, merengue, all that shit. Like we got a whole fusion. You feel me? A whole fusion. So it wasn't played in our house, but the block that we lived on, like the music would be blasting, and I could recognize that is not being played in my house. So it would be like those songs, and of course when like Monique and Simone, when my sisters would play it. So my first encounter and like gravitation to hip hop was Project Bitch by Cash Money.
Okay.
Project
Okay.
Bitch.
Okay.
I just remember like give me a project. I just remember the melody.
Yeah.
And like when you in daycare and shit like that, the melody sound like it's simple like that. You know, it's easy to catch like that.
You right. Yeah.
So I remember hearing Project Bitch and like one that don't not knowing what the hell they talking about.
Yeah, it just sound
good, you know.
Yeah.
I didn't know what they were talking about. It just sounded like it went with the music.
It's easy,
So it's sort of like an instrument. You know, their voices was somewhat like an instrument. You know, there's a lot of songs that I know that I've come across. It's in my library. I don't know them word for word, but I've listened to them hundreds and thousands of times.
Us as people, anybody that like when you listen to music and you hear, you mostly pick up on the melody before you actually, unless you sitting down listening to it and you're looking for the. But if you'll pick up on the melody before you pick up on the words. If you like the melody, you'll more than likely like the song and start listening to the words more. And if you like the words, you know what I mean, that'll make you like the song. But the melody is what catch your ears and definitely make a song memorable. So
yeah,
that's probably what I mean. As a kid, the easier these shits was, these dun, especially that dun. Yeah, that's easy. You like, oh shit, I remember that. Definitely every time you hear it, it'll bring, you know what I'm saying, that type of feeling. But yeah, man, that was. Wait, how old was you? Probably like
that was 2000, 99, 2000 maybe. That I was 4, so that was very early.
Yeah.
That was very early.
Yeah, same shit. Yeah, so
4 years
definitely,
older.
Man. It's been a while. You know what I'm saying? Music been in our lives for a while, so we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot of different opinions and point of views on it.
Why do you think you gravitated to hip hop? Like, what pulled you towards it?
I told you, Pop was on some gangster shit. Like, I ain't gonna.
So, like, you knew at that time you was able to process.
Yeah, I mean
his personality.
Yeah. Cause when I was hearing the music, I'm like, this nigga. You know what I'm saying? It just sound raw. It sounded like thuggish, gangster. This nigga thug life. This nigga. You know what I'm saying? You see any picture, you see this nigga got bandana. This nigga tattoo. I'm like, what the fuck? This nigga lit, you know what I'm saying? Like, just looking at him like, this nigga lit. Like, he look like he don't give a fuck about nothing. That's how I be feeling. Like, I don't give a fuck about nothing. Even at 3 years old, I'm like, I don't give a fuck about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I felt.
Right.
I mean, what I was around was, you know what I'm saying, exposed to a lot of young age, so I already felt like I had that personality of, I mean, so I just gravitated to it like, oh, that's the shit that's the shit I want to be on. So that's why I was just like, Tupac was definitely that nigga that I first seen that was like, oh shit, this nigga on some thug shit. And then after that set the trend of probably type of music I wanted to hear. That's probably what started it. That's probably why I started listening to, I mean, that's why 50 probably grabbed my ears so much and niggas that be on that, you know what I'm saying, that's talking, you know what I'm saying? But he definitely he wasn't on some thug shit all the time. Pac definitely, that's why we gonna talk about the top. He definitely made it in. I'm saying he got two songs in
Two songs in there. Wow, you handing out two songs.
Yeah. So,
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that was difficult for me to do.
Yeah.
I the reason I gravitated to hip hop is because when I look at the videos and even the people who introduce the videos or introduce the songs, it sound like what I hear. It sound like my environment. It sound like everybody that was, when I walk up and down the street, it sound like what they talking about. So it was something that I'm familiar with. And that's probably why I gravitate to R&B too, because like certain ways that I would talk to a girl or certain ways that I would visualize. Like when I hear somebody singing, like when I hear Alicia Keys and Eve, I just want to rock you. Oh, when I hear that, that's like, that sound is what I envision a pretty girl to look like. You know? So it was just the visual and the sound of hip hop was everything that I was living, you know, or what was around me. So I think that's why I gravitated to it. You know?
Okay, that's what's up. See, yeah, a lot of people gravitate to it for different reasons. Like, I could say, you know what I'm saying, the kids today, I think they gravitate to music more of youth. Like, I don't know, I feel like it's more just shit they see based on the shit they like. Like us, we was just more of like our parents. I don't feel like our kids listen to shit. They listen to shit we listen to in the car, yeah. But my son, he got his own type of shit he listens to. He listen to people I don't listen. Yeah, he listen to a lot of music I don't listen. Like rappers I don't listen to. Like he listen to a lot of NLE Chopper. And I'm not saying I don't like it now, but I don't listen. I don't know like 5 NLE Chopper songs. He could give me 10 NLE Chopper songs. Like he was big on King Von before he died. You know what I'm saying? He was big on a lot of people. Like, yeah, and he did that on his own. You know what I'm saying? We don't necessarily, unless we in a car, I play a lot of R&B in the house. So he don't hear me play a lot of up to date unless it's, you know what I'm saying? He hears sometime, but he definitely got his own, he picked up on his own music. Like he definitely got his own interest in whatever he like. It didn't come from me. So I feel like the kids today, I don't feel like they get it from us. I feel like they got their own opinion. And
is it the same taste as his friends, like, or what you see to be fished out through the media, through social media?
I'm not gonna lie, even, you know, we just moved to Staten Island, so he ain't really got too much friends. We ain't, I'm saying not to say it like that. It was he in class with a bunch of white boys and shit. They, not saying he ain't cool with them, but they don't hang outside of school, so I don't know what they talk about in school. Probably a bunch of Fortnite shit, but
right.
I don't think they, as far as music, I don't feel like they share music with each other. They probably share shit about games and shit like that. So music, I don't think it has nothing. In Corona, he hasn't been to school in a year and a half, going on 2 years, so it ain't like, you know what I mean? I don't think that has nothing. It's just him. I feel like it's YouTube. They on YouTube and they searching and they, like I said, he knew about X. He know what he knows, supposed to know about X, and he didn't get X from like me listening to it. He didn't pick it up on, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because he wouldn't have knew at that time what I was, you know what I'm saying? So for him to pick it up
at that
on his
age,
own,
you were sharing music with like your friends, right? Or like were you getting put on?
Yeah, but I was, not to say, at that age, I was more, that's when R&B, like, when I was 10, that's what picked up on R&B. My first girlfriend, like, heavy, like, I'm like, oh, I'm in love, nigga.
What was your R&B?
Jagged Edge. Everything Jagged Edge touched, I wanted to hear. Like, I wanted to sing. You know what I'm saying? Everything they touched, I was a big Jagged Edge fan. Like, so whatever I heard their voice on, they had that sound that just grabbed my ear, and I just felt, I was, what, nigga? Lovey-dovey ass nigga. I'm writing poems. I'm singing all type. What? Promise? Let's get married. 9, 10 years old. Yeah, facts. You know what I'm saying? So it was that shit.
Yeah, mine was definitely Usher.
Yeah, okay.
Usher.
Okay, yeah, matter of fact, yeah, Usher too. Usher, yeah, Usher.
Alicia Keys.
With Usher, one of Usher's first songs that I really was Nice and Slow.
Nice and Slow, of course.
And Slow.
I remember laying in bed and hearing Nice and Slow like on the radio. The radio was just going. And Nice and Slow is on. I remember where I was when I heard Nice and Slow.
That was one of the first songs, that and Tyrese Sweet Lady was the two first R&B's, the two songs that I learned all the words to. Like, those were the first 2 songs that I learned all the words to R&B wise. You know what I'm saying? Singing them while I was in. What?
For some reason, I love Waterfall too by TLC.
Okay.
I mean, not Waterfall. I'm Pretty. You can fix your nails if it don't grow.
Oh yeah.
You say so.
Yeah.
You can find all the things that make you so damn unpretty.
That's a fact.
Yo, that used to be my shit.
See, you know what I mean?
That
So I
used to
feel
be my
like
shit,
that
but
now.
Usher, Nice and Slow, You Make Me Wanna, You Remind Me, the whole 8701 album. And I heard that a little bit later, but I remember hearing the hits on the radio. But 8701, I was like, wow, this is my guy.
I feel like now though, the concept of or how people view relationships or how it's being perceived is different. So now you won't catch a kid probably singing to a girl. He'll probably tell her to twerk before he tell her to sing. before he tell her he love her or some shit. I'm saying they not making it. It's different now. So I feel like now kids is not really tapping into R&B like that. You won't really find kids that's really listening to R&B.
Right.
I'm saying and
and I know at my age, and you just put me on to Damage by her.
Mm-hmm.
At my age, I would love. I mean, at their age, I would love Damage. I would love that song.
But they don't. I don't hear too many kids like, oh yeah, you know, they know Chris Brown, they know, you know what I'm saying, they know who a couple people is, but they ain't really like tuning in. I don't hear kids really tuning into R&B, like just listening to R&B. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At least the kids I know. I mean, that's why you gotta
Why do you think that's the reason?
feel like the music is different now. And the artists that is making those type of music are not necessarily mainstream. They're not really pushing that type. Except for, like I said, Chris Brown. You're not Chris Brown. Like, you're not getting those R. Kelly type of art. Like, you don't get me wrong. They all out there because you put me on the Brent Fayez. They got a couple people. They got Jacquees. They got a couple people that's real R&B artists. Like, you know what I mean? Bryson Tiller. A couple artists. A lot of artists. I ain't going to say his name, but the only thing with that is, are they getting that push? Are they being, I'm saying, are they on? Because I don't see it. Like, it might pop up on my shit, but Travis Scott, right? Let me just bring up Travis Scott. Travis Scott just got some shit, I don't know, some shit on Fortnite or some shit.
Yeah.
My son, this nigga went and listened to every single like every Travis Scott song. Like, Travis Scott is his all, you know what I'm saying? That's endorsement or deals, whatever. But that still ties into what these kids, how they getting this music. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these,
it's being pushed on them.
Yeah, it's being pushed on them in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like any artist right now, they get into Fortnite, my son gonna love him. Like, right now, you put fucking 6ix9ine in Fortnite, he gonna love him. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Like, it's whoever. You know what I mean? Whoever's getting into these, and that's who they tuning into. The niggas that's getting into these games and on these Twitches, on YouTube, streaming these games, those niggas is making music too. They got some CJ So Cool or something like that. My son be putting me on to all the time.
One of my students was talking about it.
Yeah, he listened to him heavy.
Who is that?
And then another little kid that's like his age. You know what I'm saying? And he making music and he listened to him all the time. Like, little nigga probably got like 10 million views on the shit. And you know what I'm saying? He dropping music at 9, 10 years old, and kids is listening to him.
Right.
Because he's on the Fortnite and he's on, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it's that wave. Us, we was listening to shit off the radio. Fucking radio in my crib.
Right. Radio was playing the
radio.
Song.
I got a radio
and they
in
was
the
playing
house.
good songs.
Yeah, they was playing good songs.
I remember Kiss After Dark, Cherry Martinez.
I remember staying up all night.
Cherry
Martinez started like 2 in the morning, ended like 6 in the morning. She up all the
Shorty's
R&B,
calling in,
facts, yeah,
giving a shout out to they niggas in jail.
Facts, lockdown love type shit. That's a fact. Yeah, I remember that. I'm saying that's like 12, 13 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So they don't do, ain't no radios around.
My name is Sarah. I'm calling to give a shout out to Big
nigga
Jimmy.
Probably, you know the nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Your kids love you.
That's
we
a
holding
fact.
It down.
He got the whip on. He listening.
Switch on you.
That's a fact. Meanwhile, she laying down with the next nigga. With, you know what I'm saying?
Like, yo, I'm on the radio.
On the radio, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I mean? That's how we was getting music. It was a lot of radio. Now it's on demand. Like, you could go to, there's no shit just playing at random. They got to go to what they want to hear. So they not picking up on shit. They're not going to, you know what I'm saying? Not going to go to that shit and hear it. And it's definitely not R&B that's being promoted. And if it is, it ain't the R&B they need to hear. Like, it's some wild shit. You know what I'm saying?
Are the kids fucking with 6ix9ine?
You know what's crazy? They are. And I feel like my son was fucking with him until he had everybody snitch. He like, oh, okay, this nigga's a snitch. I ain't fucking with him. But I feel like if not, yeah. Before he went to hell, yeah. Even when he first came home, you couldn't. He didn't care. Oh, he a snitch. So what? He a snitch. I like, oh yeah, he a snitch. Are you okay? I'm like, oh. Then I like, oh nah. Then you know what I'm saying? After a while, he just doing the trolling, but he like his music.
He like his music. He like his music, or he like the visual.
The visual.
Cause is he spitting the music?
Not word for word. You know what I'm saying. So I can't say you right, because he had spit Pop Smoke, King Von, and a couple niggas word for word. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really word for word, but I guess it's more the visual. You right. 6ix9ine do a lot of flashy little a bunch of shit that'll catch
like
a kid's eye. Yeah. All the colors and shit, right? Bunch of clown shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? It's easy but you know, kids don't understand. He ain't got no sense of.
Why you think they push negativity? Because like
On what?
This is getting a heavy push.
His situation or just what are you talking
Just like the overall antics, not just with him, but with artists with antics.
about? Negative? Why is getting pushed negative? Negative?
Negative, like antics. Like I feel like any antics you do to get attention is, you know, negative, especially if it's not.
You know why?
If it's
Because
not.
I feel like the negative shit will catch people's eye more and get people talking. Do something positive. Not too many people gonna spread that. I mean, people don't like. You know what I'm saying, you do something. Right now, I go outside and I help an old lady and I record it. People, I go outside and shoot somebody. That shit going viral. That shit going all around the world. This nigga just shot. People just want to watch it. Why would you want to watch somebody getting shot? But just people want
You
to
don't
watch
think
it.
people like good Samaritan stories?
But do they want to see it?
True.
It's like, okay, it's cool. That's what a nigga gonna say. It's cool. You show a nigga, I want to show you some nigga carrying some old lady up the stairs because her leg broke. Her leg, you know what I'm saying, a little messed up. Why would I want to watch that? Yo, let me show you this nigga robbing a bank. Yo, let me see. Nigga gonna say, let me see. Like, you know what I'm saying? That just, and you do something that's viral and you do
What's
something.
fulfilling about that though?
Because we always want to watch for some shit that we want to do and we can't. you watch a nigga open a nigga head up. You like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, I want to do. You know what I'm saying? That just some shit. You know what I mean? I want to rob a bank. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? The
Right.
average person look at, I need money. How this nigga do? Oh, this nigga got away. They want to see if, you know what I mean? It's just a story. Why we watch movies, entertainment. You know what I'm saying, that shit that we wish. You know what I mean? It's just entertainment. We wish we was in some of these situations and going through some of these things.
Which goes into this next person, Bonk, or like he goes by Sir Gabbana, John Gabbana.
John Gabbana.
John Gabbana.
Yeah.
He was getting all this notoriety when he was doing all this stupid shit. All these reposts. He's doing all this stupid shit. Nigga changed his life. You know, he's in the process of becoming a better person. He just got baptized. You know, he's speaking positive shit. And his views ain't down. Nobody's sharing that. Nobody's sharing the story of him
So you see the
overcoming.
difference.
And I feel like it's important for people to highlight that because, you know, we dealing with a lot. And naturally we're strong because we come into circumstances with our back against the wall. But like people break down. And you saw him at a point where he was breaking down, you know.
Shot
the
himself.
nigga was shot himself. He
Tried
was
to commit suicide a couple times, pills.
nigga was on interviews, drugged up, you know, and now he overcame that and he's trying to, you know, speak his way through it and continue to understand it. I'm not saying he's well versed in what he's talking about or everybody will understand him, but he's making an effort to show positivity over antics, you know, and I think it's important for kids to see that because like that shit don't get rewarded. And even though, you know, a nigga may escape a situation and still boast about it because they're what they deem to be successful, that's not, you know,
Yeah, that's not. And I feel like this.
that's not helpful.
Anybody, you know what I'm saying, that's trying to change or do something for the better, they got to do it on their time. They can't do it when somebody else want them to. It was his time to change. He felt in his heart he wanted to change. Probably people wanted him to change before that, and you know what I'm saying it never was the time. Cause I got I got a friend right now that's going through a similar situation. He, you know, drugs getting the best of him and shit like that. But he ain't gonna change until he ready. You know what I'm saying? And that's
What about niggas who's not on drugs? And that's I guess all this shit is kind of like an addiction.
yeah.
You know, attention, niggas is addicted to attention.
So, and for the attention thing, a lot of niggas is getting it.
So it's kind of hard to kick that and just be yourself and have people accept you for who you are.
because a lot of things come with attention. Gotta think what comes with attention. Notoriety, bitches. You know what I'm saying? Anything you want to set up in the future is easy to promote something. You got a lot of attention on you. You know what I'm saying? So a nigga look at it, I got attention on me, all the odds, and that's what people really want. People want to be known. People want their name across. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of people want. And if they basically selling their soul to do the shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all bitches out here wilding. I mean, just for likes. The other day, we're gonna talk about this. The other day they took the likes off of Instagram for I think a night or a day or something like
really
that.
mad, like
I said,
somebody
yo,
took their
I
rights
seen
away.
that shit. I said, oh, niggas about to commit suicide. Oh my, the people that's going crazy just for likes and views and shit. Imagine if what they gonna do it for? What they gonna do?
They was acting like niggas took their rights away, bro. They was like, no, this can't be. Put the likes back. Like, niggas is really protesting and shit. And it's like, yo, are you serious right now?
Yo, like, that's crazy. And that just shows you how much people look at. Because, look, think about this. You could see your shit, but you can't. Nobody else could see your shit.
Right.
So you care about other people seeing how much views you got. You don't care about you seeing how many views and likes you got. So that's how you know it's all attention. Like, you don't care. It's not for you. You just want people to see, oh, yeah, I got this amount of views, and it's just all for attention. So that's all the internet is. You know what I'm saying? That's so we're going to get to that anyway. The internet is basically attention. You know what I'm saying? So for him, going through all that shit, and he was doing a lot of shit for the internet and pornos on the internet and on Instagram and shit like that. That shit, for him to come out of all that and drugs and all that, for him to come out of all that and not use it and not be on the internet promoting it and shit, people ain't gonna, I'm saying, it ain't gonna get the same how nigga look at it like, all right. Cause even at me, at first, I was still looking at it like, did he change or is he, what I'm saying, is he just trying to promote something? Is he trying to, but now I keep seeing shit do look like he changed for the better. You know what I'm saying? And anybody that change and try to be better and do what's best for them should definitely be highlighted, or at least, you know what I'm saying, a little pat on the back just to let a nigga know, like, yo, you know what I'm saying, nigga been through, because we seen what he went through. Niggas was liking his, giving him a million views when he was fucked up, wilding out. You know what I'm saying? Niggas should try to do that and try to support the next thing that nigga trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, coming out of shit like that is hard. Niggas fight addiction. Niggas can't kick it. Niggas, every day, somebody dying, and niggas, you know what I mean? Niggas going through shit. That shit is heavy.
So he was giving out food during the pandemic. At the beginning of the shit.
A lot of shit, you know what I'm saying?
You know, it's important to lift people like that up, especially if you know that they've been hurting for some time or going through a rough period.
Because we seen it. You know what I'm saying? That shit was, every week it was an episode of something, and him going through something. I mean, so at the end of the day, just to see him where he at now and trying to, he got baptized, that's something big. I don't think, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People, religion kind of help people out, you know what I'm saying? People got their own views on religion and how they feel. But religion definitely help people find themselves and what they perceive themselves to be a better person. And I mean, it definitely helped them. So it's just like religion, you know what I mean? Is a lot with religion. So I feel like him finding God and him getting baptized might have been the thing to save him and change him. You know what I mean? It's still a work in progress. We got to watch, but I feel like, you know, he should definitely be, you know what I'm saying,
and people not perfect. So, you know, it may be times where people fuck up or, you know, make another mistake. Not even dealing with drugs, period. Like, just making another mistake. Yep. You know, I accept them for that and continue to pick them up. You know, more compassion and shit like that. I feel like that I actually have an impact on the world. Niggas being more aware of who they are and where they are and, you know, seeing themselves and other people. You know, treat people how you would treat yourself. So or how you should treat yourself.
You know somebody right now that was going through something or they still going through something and they fighting through, man, get them some encouragement, man. You never know. You might be the that might be something they need to keep going. I mean, somebody might have been good and not and on the right track for the last 2 years, but they might be thinking about fucking up, or they might be thinking about going back to the old ways, whatever it is, whether if it's in the streets hustling, whether if it's drugs, whether if it's gambling, whether if it's cheating, whatever it is, man, get them some encouragement, man. You never know, what I mean? Everybody out here going through something, and niggas is, I mean, not too sensitive to other people going through, but if you fuck with that person, man, you never know. I got a lot of people going through a lot of shit this week. It's been a lot of shit. It's a crazy week, you know what I mean? We ain't gonna speak on it, but you never know what the next person going through, you know what I'm saying? So you definitely gotta try to, if you fuck with that person, I ain't saying going out there and be fucking Martin Luther King, but nigga, if you fuck with that person, man, try to reach out and make sure that person good. If you know they going through something, you know they been through something that's affecting them now, and you know it's affecting your friends. If you care about motherfuckers, you can see what they going through, and I'm saying, so check up on your peoples, man. If you a real nigga or you a real bitch, whoever you say you are, check up on your peoples, man. That's part of being real. It's not always trying to be better than the next person and saying, yeah, I'm this person. Check up on your peoples, you know what I'm saying? That's what it all boils down to, you know what I'm saying? So you never know. A lot of people going through shit, like I said, man, so Just gotta try to help people and highlight when people is making out of situations, man. If you know somebody, like I say, you never know, man. People going through a lot of shit. That shit, it takes a lot. I mean, people watch and see people in a bad situation, or man, you ain't in that person. You don't know what that person been through. You don't know what that person, you know what I'm saying, made it out of.
Feel better because they doing worse than them, or they look at them like
exactly.
They don't have a one up on me. I'm doing good in my field, or I'm doing a little bit better than this. Like, you could be a half an inch better than a person, and
you
niggas
still
will highlight that shit.
Because a lot of people feel better by looking at somebody else as being down or going through something. That makes them feel better about themselves. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of bullshit out here, but for the real ones, man, check up on your peoples, man. It could be your mother, grandmother, whoever, man. Check up on your peoples, man.
It's crazy how these topics tie into each other. I was watching Hip Hop Uncovered, and I watched the first 2 episodes. You know, it was talking about how hip hop is a direct representation of the streets. The last 4 episodes took a turn, and you know, they were really expressive and just giving people a lot of insight into how much that statement is true.
You said the last 4. It's on Hulu?
Yeah.
All right.
With hip-hop being a direct representation of the streets, or music in general, most importantly, black music in general is a direct representation of what's going on at the time. Like, earlier I played Pusher Man by Curtis Mayfield, and you know, that was on some funk, soul, you know, smooth shit. But he was talking about some shit that was going on, like referencing drugs. I'm your pusher man, you know, addiction. And that was taking place at the time. So with hip hop, it's always been, you know, a representation of what's going on at the time. NWA, Fuck the Police. You know, Changes with Tupac.
A lot of oppression, yeah.
Juicy is like, you hear Juicy and you think Brooklyn. You know exactly what he's talking about in that song. You know, you get that aura. Right now, there's no aura in hip hop, and I'm not saying everything in hip hop, but it seemed like there's an aura that's missing. It's not a representation of what's going on. Some of it is, like, some of these niggas are strung out, and that's why they, you know, just say Adderall, Xanax, and they hooks and shit like that. Whatever these niggas is saying, you know, that's why they say that shit. Maybe they on drugs, but some niggas say that they make music about drugs and don't even be on drugs.
Yeah.
So
true.
Like, what world are you living in right now that you're not connecting what's going on? Like, it's hip hop right now. I don't want to discredit the other artists by, you know, just making that statement. I am generalizing. I'm talking about the shit that gets a lot of attention.
So I feel like people gonna say whatever get people attention. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just what people looking for money. People looking to make a check out their music. So if they know that's what people want to hear and that's gonna bring in money, I feel like they definitely gonna just say what's popular at the time. Are they living that truth? Hell no. It's 90% of the niggas talking about killing shit and they not killing shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing a nigga talking about drugs, I guess. It's just how you look at it. If a nigga want to talk about him using drugs and he don't use drugs and that's what people want to hear, I guess. A nigga talking about killing shit and he ain't really killing shit.
And then I look back and I went to listen to Ready to Die after the Biggie doc drop. I went back to listen to Ready to Die, and Biggie was a storyteller. So every single lyric in his music may have not been true. It still was a representation of what's going on in the street, but I feel like people now may go back to that and be like, I don't think this nigga was, you know, beating niggas' brothers up, splitting them down the back, throwing salt in the wound, sticking them with like, he was really a vivid storyteller. And that's something that I don't think Biggie get attention for, but he was a very, very, very great storyteller. But aside from that, like,
I agree.
It was still a representation of, like, you know, what was going on in the streets. And
he was in the documentary.
You talking about like him speaking?
Yeah, and no, in the what is it, hip hop?
Yeah,
he was in the in that one. Yeah. They had like Waka Flocka
was he in The uncovered shit. Yeah. Because Haitian Jack was speaking about it.
Okay.
Haitian Jack was speaking about the Tupac shit, and
everything that happens surrounding that shit.
Yeah, and they tell all these stories, but it all comes back to how hip hop is directly related to the streets. The amount of deaths surrounding death row is just like crazy.
Yeah.
Is what they were saying in the documentary.
And I feel like that's what we got a problem with even now. The streets being so tired of the music and the nigga is no separation. So the nigga that's killing niggas, the niggas is making a lot of niggas coming straight off the streets and just being like, yo, you know what, I'm gonna try to rap to get out the hood, but they still in the hood doing what they doing, you know what I'm saying? And they not making it out fast enough, you feel what I'm saying? So we niggas gotta, I don't know, we gotta find a way to start trying to do something to make it out fast enough, or try to, you know what I mean? Because niggas still got everyday lives. Niggas got to get to the bag. Niggas got families. Niggas got bills. Niggas ain't gonna stop doing that for no promise. And nigga trying to tell him he gonna make it. And they gonna do what he got to do. You know what I'm saying? They gonna get to the bag. But at the end of the day, if that's your passion and you trying to make it doing music, we got to find a way to change a nigga getting slumped in the hood before he make it out or make it to where he need to be. You know what I'm saying? Niggas getting slumped in their own hood or slumped wherever. Before they and they just now popping off. These niggas just now getting lit and niggas getting killed and niggas, you know what I'm saying? So what we doing that's wrong? Are we bringing that on ourselves, or is that shit just inevitable? Like, is that shit just gonna keep happening, or is the energy that niggas just bring? Cause and some people say it's the energy, and I kind of agree with that, because there's a lot of people that's out here making music that ain't getting into shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And it don't got nothing to do with the bigger the artist or some shit like that. There's a lot of big artists that's not getting in the shit. You know what I'm saying? Look at, you know what I'm saying? It may be security or maybe whatever, however they moving, but they not getting in the same shit that these people getting into. So I don't know what it is, man. Niggas just gotta try to find a way to separate that shit. You gonna make music, nigga, even if you a gangster nigga, man, you gonna make music about killing a nigga. Make music about killing a nigga. Don't walk around with the energy that you killing a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Just make that music, man.
But you don't think if you rapping about it, it brings that energy?
Nah.
Because, if you come across a situation, then maybe you got to present yourself.
I'm not going to lie to you, and I may be wrong. I haven't heard about Jadakiss getting into no shit. He been rapping about fucking gangster shit since he came out. I don't hear about certain people getting it the way you carry yourself. You can rap about whatever you going to rap about. If you carry yourself like a grown man, niggas know to play with you right. Not saying a nigga nothing can't happen to a nigga. Something can happen to anybody.
Right.
But it's all energy. Niggas know when they playing, it gotta be a reason. Niggas not playing with a kid. See, these niggas bring attention to themselves for the wrong reasons, and they do the wrong things, and they don't know how to move. Like, for what I'm saying, you walk into a room full of niggas, you might get yourself beat up because of the way you move, or you might get yourself into a problem because you move like a grown-ass man, and let niggas know they not playing with a kid. You're not just gonna run up on me talking about something that don't have nothing to do with being a grown. Like, you gonna look at me, oh, this nigga's I ain't just running down on this nigga talking about no dumb shit. He don't care, but and if you do, you gonna have to deal with it like it's not no, you know what I'm saying? It may be a little different for you, you know what I'm saying? You might have to deal with a different problem. So it's all like, you know what I mean? A lot of niggas that move that way, they don't deal with a lot of those problems. And they be in the hood. A lot of niggas be in the hood. Only niggas that want to be on this gang shit. If you notice, a lot of gangster niggas that's not in gangs, they don't deal with that shit. There's a lot of niggas that's not in gangs that's gangsters that don't deal with that shit that a lot of these niggas deal with. I don't know if they just running as they man setting them. I don't know what the fuck going on. Yeah. But like, niggas don't deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, niggas outside of New York or anywhere that got these niggas be doing the same type of shit, niggas. And niggas don't deal with that, bro.
And they were saying, like, maybe as long as the streets exist, deaths in hip hop is gonna continue to happen because people are still one leg in, one foot out, or they still came from that. And so
that's what I feel like it is. But and people coming straight out the streets trying to find a way to make it. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all on that. Everybody trying to find a way to make it. They just don't know what it is. And if they passion is music, that's what they gonna do. But they gotta learn how to separate,
music from the street shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because you actually have an opportunity. And the thing is, a lot of people would kill for this opportunity, who's not involved in the street, who is not involved in street money. And, they may be looking at it like, damn, how is this nigga getting this opportunity and just blow it? Whether they going to jail or, involved in something that got him killed or just got killed,
And sometimes things happen, but a lot of the times people get themselves in this shit and put themselves in predicaments that they don't have to be in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if you know you ain't supposed to be doing something, and something happened in the time of you doing what you ain't supposed to be doing, you know how this shit go. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't look up to the clouds and ask why when some shit happen. I mean, you know you ain't supposed to be doing it, yo. This a risk I'm taking. So when shit happen, hold it down, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I say. Hold it down, man. I mean, you bring that energy. If I talk about killing a nigga all day, or not even talk about it, if I'm in videos with guns and I'm yo, what if a nigga do that to me? What I'm niggas on? Oh, yo, this the life niggas is living. You know what I'm saying? That's why you either know what you doing or you don't. Ain't no halfway. Oh, I'm gonna play the streets, but I don't want nobody to get killed. And yo, son, this is what happens in the street. Niggas go to jail, niggas get killed. If you not with that shit, get the fuck out the streets. You can still be a real nigga. You don't have to be in the streets to be a real nigga. Niggas feel like they gotta be in the streets killing shit to be a real nigga. Yo, I ain't in the streets no more, but if a nigga play with me, it's gonna happen. I ain't gotta be outside doing none of that. I mean, I ain't on that type of time, no, none of that, neither. You know what I'm saying? And I know how to, that's what I'm saying. Like, you dealing with a grown man. Like, if I'm ever in a situation, and just to hypothetically speaking, if I ever got something on me and I see a nigga, he got something on me. You don't even gotta
hypothetically speak.
Yeah, what I'm saying, if I got something on me and if somebody else got something on him, sometimes it ain't nothing to walk up on a nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? One of my man, we just talking about that shit. You walk up on a nigga, yo. And this ain't about, yo, if I did something to you, you did something to me, son, I apologize, nigga. Like, you ain't even got to apologize to me, nigga. We good. You know what I'm saying? I hold it down, nigga. Whatever it is, because I know how messy this going to get, nigga. Yeah. You might not know how messy it's going to get, but I know how messy this shit going to get, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And do I really want to go, nigga? 9 times out of 10, if I catch you before you catch me and I open your head up, nigga, and I go to jail for me, do I really want to go through that? Because outside of this situation, I'll leave out of where we at. I'm probably not going to see you no more. Right. Probably never see you again. The way I move, nigga, I'm not around niggas like that. I'll be moving out, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Nigga, everybody, I'm a growing niggas living their own life. I'm not around 1,000 niggas. That's what I'm saying. There's an energy. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to move. You know what I mean? The energy niggas is carrying today and the shit that's going viral is shit that's getting niggas smoked. You know what I'm saying? So niggas got to try to find a way to keep that shit separate, man. Yeah. I don't know what it is, but niggas got to try. Keep that shit. If you going to do that shit, stay in the house, stay out the hood. I mean, niggas, these bullets ain't got no names or nothing, nigga. These shits is flying, nigga. Yeah. They hitting anybody that's around. You know what I'm saying? So if you around that shit, you might get hit. Don't be surprised if you get hit and try to, you know what I'm saying? Or somebody around your best friend get hit. Yo, y'all niggas is playing the streets, nigga. This is what happens. And if that happens, you might have to retaliate. It ain't about, jail. No, don't think about jail now. Because if you would have caught that nigga first, you would have started to do jail. Now that nigga killed your man, now you ain't trying to get back because the boys, there's a lot of shit with that shit. That's why it's like, I mean, that's another episode we spoke, you know what I mean? The streets and all that, but I just feel like that's the shit that's going viral right now. People just want to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
do you think there's a way to shift this shit? To make a shift? Because, like, we had Drake. And Drake is still the greatest fucking artist out right now. So people still tune into what they tune into. I mean, I guess it comes down to your experiences.
And this
it all comes down to your experiences. Whatever you doing, whatever you going through at the time, that's how you relate to it.
And you know what I want to say too, just add to that, bitches control the way niggas act. How? All right, a bitch want this. Let's say a bitch want a nigga with money. That's number one. She like, if she can't take nothing else, at least this nigga gotta have money. Second, if this nigga ain't got money, this nigga gotta have a big dick or something, right? This nigga, like that's just number 2, right?
What the fuck is this nigga?
This nigga don't got
about?
A big dick though. He gotta be tough. You know what I'm saying? That's number 3. So if you just tough, you might get all the bitches. You know what I'm saying? You going around, you smoke, you doing this, and that's what's causing bitches control the way niggas move. Bitches like the way niggas dress. I like the way these niggas dress.
Let's say women.
I'm gonna say women bitches. I'm saying I'm gonna be respect. Look, listen. That's what I call. No disrespect. I call women bitches. I call women bitches because bitches love it. I took some sense and made a nigga love it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I was trying to see if he was gonna hit me with the King Von.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know what I mean? But it's just like it's the truth though. But bitch, like, yo, I like the way niggas dress. Oh, nigga probably like this, but yo, these type of bitches I like, and they like that type of shit. So I'm gonna be like that. You think about it, same thing with the bitches. Oh, the bitches like niggas. The niggas like bitches with ass. I'm gonna go give me some fake ass.
How much of this conversation is a general conversation, though? How much of this conversation is just like generalizing it? And
I'm talking about our. No, it's our culture. I would say our culture in hip hop.
In hip hop.
That's how I view it. You know what I'm saying?
You don't think there's some model citizens in hip hop, some stand up?
Yeah, but for the most part, it's not. It's all the same thing. That's why everything sounds the same. That's why everything looks the same. Everybody jewelry looked the same. Everybody looked like they dressed the same. Everybody got dreads. It's all the same. Everything just looks the same because all these bitches dressing the same. They all dancing the same. They twerking the same. They wearing the same shit, eyelashes, makeup. Like, it's all the same. Like, it's nothing like, it's no variety like that no more. It's just everything looks the same because bitches and like it's going off for what they like.
There is variety though. There's variety.
I
think that's what, like you said, like we just focus on the negative.
No. Not to cut you off. There's variety, but niggas not promoting variety though. Niggas only promoting the same shit. There definitely is variety out there, but is it being highlighted? Hell no. You think niggas is grabbing a regular skinny? You think niggas is putting the Kendall Jenners in the video? These little skinny boy? Nah, they all got the same.
He'll throw Kendall Jenner in the video because of who she is.
No, I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about a bitch that don't got no body that look like her. A regular skinny boy female that look like she tall, look like she ain't got no. Are they throwing her in the video? No, they put all these bitches from Starlets. Got fake out. They just hiring just this regular bitch that just bald body that ain't got no. Nah, they hiring because this is what's going on. This is all the same shit. You gotta have. It's like a standard now. You know what I'm saying? To be in these certain and to be highlighted or be in these certain videos, and this is what niggas promoting. You know what I'm saying? It's promoting a lot of the same shit. Like if you ain't got that, if you gotta put it like this, you got a bunch of bitches in the video with coats on and jackets and jeans. You think niggas like, what the fuck are these bitches doing? Why they in the video? That's the first thing a nigga gonna say. Any bitches you see in the video, they twerking or they doing something. Bitch ain't just standing, unless she on some gang shit, she one of the guys or something. Other than that, she ain't just in the video just standing there. Niggas want to see her twerking. Like, that's what niggas want to see her in the video doing. It's all the same shit. Like, she not just standing in the video. Nigga don't want to just see her doing nothing. Like, that's just the truth. Yeah. Of what it is. I'm saying?
I know, we might have a fucked up way of thinking.
Yo,
I think we got a fucked up way of thinking.
It is fucked up.
I'm gonna say we because I ain't trying to, down nobody. So
no, I'm not, and I'm not even saying that's not my way of thinking. But it's just natural what comes to your head because of what you see so often. So if I see 50 videos and they like, yo, this is the hottest shit. This is what's hot. So if I see you do something that just looks like, and that's what people want to see.
Deprogram though, like how do we pull away from that shit?
First of all, it's just gonna go. I feel like it's gonna go through phases. I'm saying right now is we in what we in. It's probably gonna get worse before it get better. I mean, right now, I feel like I said, I'm gonna go back to. I feel like females control the narrative. So once females start going back to liking just authentic, real shit, then I think that'll change everything. Niggas go back to being themselves and they stop trying to fake being what they think bitches want. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just basically what it is, son. A nigga want a bitch, he gonna turn into what he thinks she want. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time, like I said, it's either a nigga with money, money. Not the maybe
it's not women, because at the end of the day, like, men still lead. So maybe there's a lack of male leadership too, because I feel like women will gravitate to somebody who know what the fuck they want. You know, who's real, who's authentic, and they lead. Women want to be submissive, but it depends on whether or not you got your shit together or whatever. So the reason why, like, it's being highlighted is because that's what niggas show women that's what they wanted. So now that it turned into that, it's like, okay, think about it. Before, you could get aroused if you saw somebody showing some skin. Now you see skin all day and it's like uniform. It's like, nigga, that's regular. It's like we damn near cavemen again. We walking backwards.
You ain't lying. But I feel like it also has a lot to do with just the fact that that's what's out. Like, that's what's hot right now. Like,
who makes that hot, though? What is hip-hop to you?
Music, a vibe. Feeling, that's it. Music and a vibe. That's hip-hop to me. Yep.
What do you think make up the genre of hip-hop?
Originality, and that's not what's going on right now. So at the end of the day,
then it's not hip hop, because hip hop is originality.
But let me say no, before you say that, that's hip hop to me. I can't tell you what hip hop is to the next. But I only been around. I'm about to be 29.
Yeah, but if it's being pushed in front of us, right? If hip hop is originality, something that you had no control over it, right? If you look at the essence of hip hop, DJing, dancing. You couldn't do the same moves that another nigga was doing. It was original. Everybody was bringing something different to the table. The DJ had a different set, different scratch pattern, different chant, whatever it was. Different graffiti tags, different raps, different flows. It's originality. That's what it is. It's original. And it's also a representation of what's going on in the streets. If niggas is not rapping about what's actually going on, they're rapping about what they think people want to hear. It's not original.
They may be rapping about what's going on.
It's not original. Is it hip hop?
They may be rapping about what's going on, but not in their life. Because it's definitely going on. Whatever niggas rapping about is going on. But it's going on in their life? Maybe not. And is it hip hop?
So what are we talking about? What are we talking about? You could just put words together, and these are just popular words. Like, we know drugs are popular in hip hop. So you could just throw words together saying a bunch of different drugs, and that's the hook right there. Is that hip hop? Is that original? What are we talking about? What's going on?
That's a form of artistry. I feel like if
I said, I'm tired of these niggas doing whatever and claiming it as art, because you could just do whatever.
You know why though?
Nigga, if I wake up and get up out the bed, that's art, nigga.
You know why though?
Hell no.
That's what it is though. We can't, you know what it is? A lot of niggas, and this is what it is. A lot of people try to put standards and, if it don't, and I'm not saying you, but it just, you can't put no standards on that. There's no, what makes it not hip hop?
It's not original, like you said. It's something that's.
But that's how we feel though.
It's something that's manufactured.
You know why?
It's something that's manufactured.
You know why we could say that, and it definitely is. But people make songs for other people. There's plenty of times people be rapping a whole nother nigga life.
Jay-Z said he made his first album. Nigga, don't drop your head. You know what this about.
No,
nigga,
God, you know what this about. This is not. Go ahead. What Jay-Z said.
Said he made his first album for him and his friends.
Mm-hmm.
And he may have not been living every single thing that he said, but it was based off of
his man
what was going on.
Yeah, he was just around.
I ain't saying that he was just around. I don't really know.
No, but I'm saying that's how I feel. But let's just say he wasn't. But he was around.
You don't
whatever.
Know what the fuck was going on?
Yeah, I don't know.
Nigga,
you know what I'm saying?
That's how I feel.
Look, he would just, let's say he whatever, right? He made those songs for his boys. So you can't say that's not original. It wasn't his life he was rapping about.
It is original.
But it wasn't his life he was rapping about though.
It was what them niggas planned to do.
So everybody rapping about shit they don't got plans and trying to make it out the hood and do certain shit.
But I don't hear no plans in these raps. I just hear sounds and words.
Cause that's what's going on right now.
Sounds and words?
It changed to that now. There's not that.
So what is going on? Like Marvin Gaye, even Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye.
You know everything changes with time, right? Everything
changes with time.
No matter what, it's not supposed to stay the same.
So then nothing's happening right now.
No, it is happening. It's just this is what's hip hop now.
Nah,
hip hop is not.
Hip-hop. Hip-hop is not some manufactured
Hip hop changed.
shit.
Nah, hip hop is not the same. Hip hop would not be the same. Nobody wants to. I'm gonna keep it official. If niggas was doing what.
It doesn't have to be the same. It doesn't have to be the same. But if it's not coming from what's actually going on,
because I'm about to hold on, because I'm about to tell you right now.
If it's not coming from what's actually going on, right?
It is going on though.
What is niggas talking about though? Like,
you think
what is
these niggas is not on drugs? You think these niggas not on drugs?
I know the niggas is definitely
So
on
what's
drugs.
not going on? You can't say the niggas been talking about murder and they wasn't committed. So what else? What's not going on?
It's not.
Because all these niggas is on drugs. So that's why all of them talk about drugs. Like, that's just what it is. That's
You think they all on drugs?
The,
You think they all on drugs, or do you think some people
no, I think
put the music out and talk about drugs because they know it's a popular topic?
No,
I think
I feel like
there's some
all-
people who's
I
actually
feel like-
doing that.
I feel like they
all
all-
rappers who talk about drugs is not on drugs.
I feel like, look. this what I
Future
feel
said he
like.
was scared to not talk about drugs.
But he back on drugs again. But let me
How
see
you know
this.
he back on
'Cause
drugs?
I just seen him drinking a double cup. He was just drinking.
That mean he on drugs, or could that just be the image?
Now, let me
Niggas
say
never
this.
really know what's
Let me
going
say this.
on.
Let me
You
say this.
understand?
Let
Niggas
me
never
say this.
really know what's
Let me say
going
this.
on.
And let me say this. Just because a nigga not promoting drugs, that don't mean he not on drugs. So even if they not rapping about drugs, they would still be on drugs. Do you think they wasn't on drugs back in the days? And even though they wasn't rapping about it, they was singing on. These niggas was still on drugs. They was all on X and all that. They wasn't rapping about it, but they were still using it. So rather if they rap about it or not, they still gonna use it. So it's just like.
But I think that's what hip hop. That is hip hop, because when niggas was singing and shit, they wasn't singing about the drugs they were on. Hip hop came in and it was like, yo, this is what's going on. Niggas is on drugs. Niggas is killing. Niggas is doing this. This is what's actually going on. This is what I see.
Now,
This
but
is
look,
what I
now
see. This
that
is what's
that's
taking
not
place.
original.
Right?
Now let me tell you now what it
That's
is.
not original.
You know what? Let me
How
tell
is
you.
that not
Because you
original?
rapping about what you see. These niggas rapping about the shit they doing. They actually doing these drugs. They not rapping about shit they
Not
seen.
all of them are rapping about the drugs.
Most of the niggas that I'm talking about, that's what we talking about right now. The most of the niggas, because what else is they rapping about? Either the bitches they fucking, drugs, money they getting, or crimes they commit. They not committing the crimes. They not committing the crimes. You're not a street fresh rap out the street. You're not committing crimes. So if you're not committing crimes, you fucking the bitches, you getting the money, you doing the drugs. What else you rapping about that you not living? That's original. If I'm rapping about another nigga life and I was the little brother of a gangster nigga and I'm gonna rap about his life, that's not original. It would seem original as that was hip hop back in the day. Now it's just that all these niggas everybody that's lit is on drugs. That's just what it is, and that's why we getting that type of music. If it wasn't so popular to be on drugs, because niggas is doing drugs just
if that's
to be.
the case, then we shouldn't glorify it.
We shouldn't
And
glorify what?
I'm not saying we should down it.
We shouldn't glorify what?
We shouldn't glorify the direction that
But
it's
some of
going.
it is good music though. How could we not? If I like it, how could I?
We gotta evolve out of that.
I can't not like something if I like it. That's one thing. I can't tell you I don't like something if I do like it.
That's true.
Even if it's wrong. Even if I know something is wrong, I still like it. Like
That's true. Everybody got like I do shit that people may not be too
yeah,
fond
but yeah,
of.
and even shit that you feel like it's not the best thing, but I still we about to smoke. Yo, I ain't work out.
I ain't smoking no more. I ain't gonna lie. I've been smacked.
yo, know what I'm saying? But like, we all do shit. We ain't. It's just. I'm saying at the end of the day, it's what you can like. It's how you do. I'm saying if you know.
But the manufactured aspect of it, I don't think niggas like when niggas was rapping about shit, they wasn't like, oh, the people gonna love this. It was like, nah, this is my flow. This is what I like. And even when you watch the Biggie documentary, you see that he was more musically in tune than people actually give him credit for. And when he did certain things, it was a specific reason to why he did it.
And let not to cut you off, let me say this. You know why? I feel like because you had to be Biggie, not Biggie per se, but a Biggie. You had to come from being a battle rapper. You had to start with battle rapping. Then you had to go on and do this. You had to get in the studio. Now where a nigga could just jump in and make a hit song, they actually are.
But that wasn't even
wait,
that wasn't even accepted though. Like
what?
when Biggie came in, that was a game changer. Rappers didn't look like Biggie.
Not look like Biggie, but they all came from that battle rap background. That freestyle.
But that's not all of his background. That's what I'm saying. That's not all of his background.
I'm talking about rappers though. I'm not talking about Biggie. Biggie is. I'm talking about at that time where hip hop was. It was coming from that. They put you in the battle. I ain't never hear. Ain't no battle. Who you battle? Or you ain't nice. Or who got the best? Now you don't even have to be the best to be an artist to make money. So now it's not about before you had to be the best. Like
you didn't have to be the best to be respected.
Yeah, you
didn't have to be you didn't have to be the best to be respected.
Why you think it was so
because
much
there's so many
competition?
people. It was competition.
It's not as much competition now.
It was competition, and the aura was like that. And there's not competition now. There's just a lot of copycat and shit.
You know
there's
why?
no competition.
Because niggas found
there's a
a
lot
way.
of niggas doing what is manufactured
Niggas
and then
found a-
competing
niggas found a
and
way to-
saying, I did better than you.
Niggas found a way to make money. Niggas found a way to make
You
money.
can still make money and make good music.
No, I'm talking about niggas found a way to make money without cutting, without stepping on the next man's toes or competing with him. I found a way to
We
get
don't
money
have to
in my own
compete to
lane.
make good music. It don't
Back
have
in the
to,
days, you had to. Back in the days, you had to compete with the next man. Like, it wasn't no, oh, everybody getting money. No, everybody was not getting money.
I mean,
Hell no.
always want to.
And now, everybody getting money. Everybody getting money.
You always want to bring in the most you can.
So
you always want to bring in when you sign that deal. You always want to bring back
So-
as much as you can. One, because you want to pay the label back, and two, you want to get paid and you want to be able to sustain. So you always want to bring that shit back.
But this what I'm saying. At what point do we say we want hip hop to stay the same and stop people from getting rich and let less
But
people,
it's not-
or let people do you everybody got the right to listen to whatever music they want. You could go listen to the music you want. Nobody's stopping you. Or nobody's stopping the next person to go listen. They choose to whatever they listen to. Yeah. It's up to you. It's you want to look at what's popping. So that's up to you. You want to look at what got 10 million, not you, but the person that's thinking about however they feel. They want to look at the shit that got 10 million views. Go listen to what you want to listen to. Don't listen to what everybody else, because
That's not actually what's taking place though. And
it is though, because now you could go do that. You got access to every single thing that's getting put out there.
you do have access,
So
but
you
you
don't-
also have access to what people is putting in your face.
Is it being put in your face, or that's what you looking at? Cause shit that I don't want to see is not getting. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, ain't no country songs popping up on my YouTube. Ain't no jazz songs popping up on my YouTube.
Yeah, that's
Ain't
hip-hop.
no.
You're in
It's
the
shit
lane
that
of
I want to
hip-hop.
hear. Either I like it or I don't. But it's shit in the genre of what I want to hear. Maybe some people like it, some people don't. But it's shit that I want to hear. It's other. I don't know. I don't know why it's
Other
not
people
popping up.
want to hear it.
I don't know
Maybe
why
this shit
the-
is. Maybe
I
this
don't-
shit is actually going on.
I don't know why the shit that they looking up not popping up on these shit, but the shit that I look for when I pop, and it be new, oh shit, somebody just came out with a song. This is my man. Yup, this shit popped up on.
Maybe I just dislike what's going on.
Yeah, I feel like that's
That's
the
what
thing.
it is.
I feel like
Maybe
you know
I
why?
dislike what's going on in general.
You know why? And this is not nothing to you. You a true artist. So you look at it I look at it like I said from first episode, I could like artists that don't feel like it's such a great lyricist or such a great. You may look at it in a different point of view and feel like they just making music just to make music. I look at it like, if a nigga feel like he could do it to feed his family, and you niggas may like he culture vulture, he may look, but yo, if a nigga come. And if people like it, that's the thing. They not forcing, they not putting a gun in nobody's head and say you better listen to this shit. If they make a song saying
that is true, but social
la,
media
la,
has a
I know, yeah, you're right.
crazy
100%.
influence.
You're 100% right.
on
But
people who don't know how to vet that shit.
If a nigga say la 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 for 3 minutes and people decide to click on that shit and listen to it, that's on them. He didn't put he just put it out.
But this is why they click on it, right? It's easy to sing. It's easy to throw a video together with a song that you could sing so that you could be a part of everything that's going on right now.
But
It's
let me
easy.
say,
Like
let me-
nobody's going.
let me say
nobody's
this, though.
going to spit some lyrical,
I could
biblical
agree,
shit.
no, I could agree with you.
know?
Let me ask you a question though. How many times that shit did get pushed in our face and still didn't work? So it's not that easy. Cause there's a lot of shit that got pushed in our face that still didn't work, even though it got pushed in our face. Just didn't work. We didn't like it like that. Certain shit that got pushed in our face, we like okay, that shit.
We
You know what I
accept
mean?
it,
It's
yeah.
like okay. So it's a lot of truth to what you're saying. Cause don't get me wrong, I feel like a lot of artists are, but we just gotta accept that that's just where the state we in today. That people are just able to do that. We just gotta. It's like the faster you accept something, you know how to deal with it.
Right.
Because
right.
we never gonna be able to change this now. We can't go
Right.
back in time
Right,
and
right,
delete YouTube and delete it. Son, this is
where we
what-
at.
This is where we at now. We at
True,
and
true,
we
true.
gotta learn
A
to
lot of truth to what you're saying.
deal. Just deal with it. Like yo, and I feel like eventually everything changes with time. It's gonna go to a time where people gonna say, all right, we tired of this fun shit. We tired of all these niggas getting killed. All these niggas, yo, we need some substance. That's when the music gonna change again. And in my opinion, it's gonna change again and get back to We don't care how much money you got. We don't care how much diamonds you got. We don't care how much Amiri jeans you got. We don't care about nothing. We care about who your family is, how the fuck you help them, the niggas around you if they good.
And we spoke about music being timeless, and maybe it will be timeless because when you look back at it, you'll be like, wow, this is what was going on during this time. This is what was being pushed out. This is what people was accepting. This is what people gravitated to. And, you know, it may give the future generation some insight into, you know, how we got here. I mean, that's just how history works, you know, so that you definitely kind of tweak my perspective on it by saying that the quicker you accept where we are, the quicker we could, you know, do something to move past it or contribute in a way that you feel is helpful.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like they may be on to something. It may not be something. They may be on the way to sell. And we just think of, we could bring that together. We gotta learn how to bring that together. They obviously they know something.
Right.
They know something. Right. Even if it's not lyrics, they doing something that's getting attention.
So maybe everybody shouldn't be an artist. We should put the niggas who know how to manipulate the internet together with
maybe
some music that actually has
that's
some
what it is to get niggas rich. I'm with. That's all. I'm always.
I like that
be
idea.
For that.
I like that.
I want niggas to get rich.
Because I'm not saying that these niggas ain't smart and don't know how to.
They know. Get on. They know something. We could agree they know something.
Yeah.
I don't know what these niggas know something. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's something that anybody can learn from. I can learn from anybody that's 5 years old. So I feel like people shouldn't have that ego to be like, I'm this type of artist. I can't learn from. Right. They know something, son. These niggas know something.
I thought that was amazing that J. Cole did that interview with Lil Pump.
I
thought that was amazing.
That's something that's something that didn't get highlighted because it was he put him in his place and all. Think about it like this. He trying to help that nigga grow.
Right.
I'm saying try to help this nigga as opposed to that was J. Cole did it in a good heart. He did it coming from the right place, but the way it was perceived by the internet was, he ain't had that same energy, he this, that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you want that nigga to do? Like I said, he was in the face to face with a grown man. It's different when you can say that shit.
Right.
When you around it, it's
like
different.
J. Cole said, little short bus rappers get nervous standing next to 6'4" rappers.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And sometimes it's not even about height. It's just aura, who you are. Like, you a grown man. Right. Nigga not gonna play with you like that in person. Like, it just feels different. I think that bar was
about aura.
Yeah, and exactly. It just feels different. Right. Like, you, no matter if you bigger than your father, you're not gonna play with your father like that if he been. It's just the aura. That's your father. You're not, and not saying a nigga is your father, like, but you just know when you dealing with a grown, like, it's different. If you're not and if you are a grown man, then you know how to deal with somebody. Only kids are going around dealing with how the shit they dealing with now. You know what I'm saying? Like, kids don't know how to. Niggas don't think about the problem until it's already done. And it's too late. You should have thought of it. You know what I'm saying? You niggas don't know how to get themselves out of shit. Niggas scared their ego. Niggas don't know how to. I mean, niggas would rather just be like, fuck it, I'm gonna go to jail for murder. Just because before all that, you could have avoided everything, nigga. Just being a grown man and going about it the right way. Don't disrespect another nigga if they don't disrespect you, son. Don't, I mean, or another nigga ain't do nothing to you or nobody you love. You don't. Niggas doing that for clout. Niggas jump out. That's like me right now. I turn something right now. I'm going to diss the next gang that I never even met these.
But they jumping out there for clout because they get rewarded.
And it gets a lot of attention. Exactly.
So,
you know why?
Which side is at fault? You understand? Like, we could sit here and be like, oh, damn, we hate the music and but it's getting rewarded.
And you know why? We might be honest. I feel like a lot of the OGs is like, whoo, I'm getting the fuck away from these little niggas. Real talk. I feel like they want nothing to do. Niggas like, OGs not stepping in. Them niggas don't want nothing to do with this shit. This shit is out of control. Niggas don't got no order. Niggas ain't respecting nobody. These niggas like, nah, I'm not dealing with this. Like, a grown man not dealing with these niggas doing it because they still not going, they gonna fuck around and get, like, they gonna get into something trying to calm these. If you ain't grabbing these little niggas up and they don't got that, you can't make them have. They didn't grow up with that respect for you. You can't see these little niggas ain't got respect. If they dealing with, like, you can't stop these niggas from killing each other. They might not play with you like that. Right. I'm saying they might not, they might. But you can't stop them from killing each other. Whenever they see each other, they gonna shoot.
Even if you see how they talk to some of the older niggas, it'd be crazy. And you brought up the what you call it situation.
Which one?
With Shorty on Pops.
Oh, yeah. And that, that's another situation. Like, we could talk about that on another episode of parents and you know what I'm saying, how that relationship is. And And you know, it's just crazy because you could disrespect somebody, but they're gonna have a reaction to that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta always think they're gonna have a reaction to that. So before you do that, nigga, even if you gonna come out on top, even if coming out on top is still could be an L, nigga. Even if you kill that nigga, you still might be an L because you might go to jail. You know what I'm saying? And even if it's not worth it, it's stupid on your behalf. That's what part of being a grown man. Because did you just risk all that just for what? Just to say I did it, or just to be like, well, I could do jail time, but was it smart though, nigga? You just, I mean,
Yeah.
That's to each his own, but that's what I'm saying. I mean, it depends on who you are.
It get exhausting.
Yeah. The streets. That's what I said. We could do 30 episodes on this, the streets and how it goes, and you know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day,
Who's the judge? Who's the judge?
we got to try to find a way to bridge this gap in hip hop, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying.
Right.
I feel like we were just going on a lot about a lot of shit, but it's just that the bottom line is
Some amazing shit would happen if we bridge this gap. Like, you know, just having that guidance, because a lot of these niggas don't have guidance. You know, if you see the way they grew up, the way they talk about growing up, it's kind of ruthless. You know, the niggas who's talking about shit is ruthless. Or even if you hear some of these stories, you be like, damn, I ain't know this nigga went through that. You know, so you kind of got to be a little bit compassionate and try to see what's going on with some of them. You know, if you don't like the music that's being made, you don't got to listen to it. That's what I'm learning. That's what I'm coming to understand. But know that everybody comes from something. Something put them here in this position to be doing whatever it is that they're doing. So respect to that. You listen, this nigga just changed my mind live on air. But
yeah,
it is what it is. It is what it is.
We you know what I'm saying? We definitely getting somewhere where we gonna start. Y'all gonna see a lot more debates, because that was on. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all gonna see a lot more debates or just point of views. But I just wanted to touch on basically, because we always had this talk about. You know what I'm saying? This is not the first time we always have this talk about artists and everything. But it just, you know, it's something we think about and we be selfish on what we want to hear. We gotta be like. Cause yo, sometimes I hear certain, like we about to do top 10. It's gonna be different, and that's just what for everybody. Like we could play music for your mom. Listen to shit that we don't listen to, and it's street gangs. She ain't living that life. She here cleaning. She fuck
with Moneybag Yo. She be busting my head
Moneybag Yo, Lil Baby.
I cannot understand how she be bumping Moneybag. Like
that's
she really fuck with that shit, son. And not even, I fuck with Moneybag too because of her.
So now think about that. These niggas is from Memphis and Atlanta. She, New York forever. You know what I'm saying? Well, our family's Costa Rican and New York forever. So now, if somebody be like, yo, because I ain't like Moneybag at first. I'd be like, yo, fuck that. Yo, get that nigga out the game, man. Look at, like, he touch a piece, like, this is something she enjoys. I mean, it's all about enjoyment. If that person enjoy, yo.
I guess we all gotta shut the fuck up and let people do what the fuck.
You know why? Because we got.
But then if we shut the fuck up, how the fuck will we do this podcast? It is what it is.
No, we ain't never shut the fuck up. We gonna. You know what I'm saying? We gonna definitely, because there's a couple niggas I call trash and I don't want to hear they shit. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying?
So we've been waiting to do this for a minute. This is what this podcast is built off of. This idea of this top 10 list is what this podcast is built off of. Like I said, I had an idea to do a challenge, issue a challenge, where all of my close friends, social media followers list their top 10 hip hop songs ever. You know, they spent some time listing out these songs, and this list should represent who they are as a person, the music that they were consuming, what they were going through, what they relate to. You know, it should be a playlist image of who you are as a person. We finally got the opportunity to throw this together and do this, so I'm super excited. I wish I had some applause, but, you know, we just gonna hit that. All right. And without further ado, the No Need to Debate.
No Need to
top
Debate.
10 hip-hop list.
A podcast.
We're gonna publish this list, and I hope that y'all participate in this, because, you know, I'll share some of y'all lists on the podcast. So make sure
I told them we need top 15, because I still, this ain't my final.
We can have some honorable
This ain't my
mentions.
final 10. It's my top 10, but I got like 10 more. Then I gotta finalize it know what I'm saying? He only gave me a week. Y'all know this.
So
I
you
was
wanna-
saying
you
he
wanna
cheated
sing your
after he
song
had
first?
hold on. After he had a month. We gonna get this clear before
No, I
we
had
start.
longer than a month, to
Look,
be honest.
he had longer than a month. He gave me a week. So you know what I'm saying? Mine's
But
is-
now I'm sitting with my shit. I'm like, nah, I fuck with my shit. OD. I just had my shit for mad long, so I've been bumping it. You know what I mean?
all right. See,
So-
he had a lot of time, y'all. So you know what I'm saying, bear with me, man. But
I don't know. What you want to do? You want to go first or what? You want to flip a coin?
go ahead, go first, man.
I'm gonna ask Siri. Heads or tails?
Hold on, let me see if I got a coin.
Heads or tails?
I got a coin. I got a quarter right here. Look. Heads or tails? What you got?
Tails.
It's heads. Go ahead.
All right. Damn.
Yeah,
Siri
man.
said it was tails.
Fuck
All right.
Siri.
So I'm starting from number 10. I think mine is in order.
Oh yeah, mine's not in order. But go ahead.
So number 10 for me was recognized by the Locks.
Okay.
And I heard that song pretty late. From what I heard, it was in 2K, but I must not bought that 2K. But I heard it during the Jadakiss and Fab battle and immediately fell in love with Recognize. The beat, I just felt like it highlighted all three of those artists. The Locks is who we talking about. It highlighted all three of those artists' skills, ability to rap. They brought something different to the table, and it was just like, it was raw, it was authentic. The instrumental that they picked, the shit that they were saying in the song is just like the most relatable shit that you could, you know, if you come from the hood, it's the most relatable shit that you could, you know, come across in a song, especially for me to come across that so late and be like, yo, what's that? He played it in a battle, and I was like, what's this? Immediately
He had a
fell
lot
in
of
love with
those.
it.
He had a lot of those in that battle.
Immediately fell in love with
He had a lot of those
Recognize.
in that battle where I was like, what the fuck? I ain't gonna lie.
And I used to think Jada was, you know, significantly better than everybody in the Locks, and also Styles P. I didn't really gravitate to Sheek Louch. I watched a couple Breakfast Club interviews, and I love how they're different, but they just gel together. So, you know, it opened up my ear to listen to them all differently. And like I said, they all brought something to the table, and nobody was lacking on that song.
So that's and that goes back to like what I was saying, like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people bring something different to the table. Yeah. And they found out to make it work. Like, they found a way to make it work. They found a way to not step on each other's toes. Even if you know this nigga's better than this nigga, you still accept him for who he is. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. Mm-hmm. But yeah. So that was number 10, you said?
That's my number 10.
I don't have mines in order, right?
You don't got to.
But I'm going to start with, I say All About the Benjamins. I'm going to start with All About the Benjamins. Okay. I'll start with All About the Benjamins. When that song came out, like, I was like, yo, what the fuck, Jada? Like, what the fuck? At first, I didn't even know who the fuck it was. I'm like, who this? Look, Jada Kiss. I'm like, okay. But Lil' Kim went ham on that shit. You know what I'm saying? So when I first heard that, that's one of my top 10, because what I was going through at the hours, it was all over the radio. I was hearing it all day. That was the first time I was catching, like, just the different flows. Like, to hear different people jump in and out on the song. I never heard nothing like that. I was like, what the fuck? Definitely that's different. Like, what the fuck? How the fuck they doing that? Like, I was still young, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, what the fuck? That shit sound crazy. Like, how the fuck they do that? And that shit just caught my ear. Like, and they was saying some shit. I'm hearing, nigga talking about, oh, that Rio de Janeiro. I'm like, what the fuck is that shit sound? Right. What is that? Like, crazy, right? Yeah, what I want to know. Yeah, I want to look.
Yo, that's crazy.
What is that? Like,
they put that shit together. I just envisioned noodles when they was saying that. I'm like,
yo, what
fuck is he talking about?
Like, it just, that type of shit made me like, and I mean, it definitely grabbed it was, and I put that in there because it was one of like the first songs that, I'm saying, not the, like, you know, not the first song, but one of the first songs that really got me into like different flows and like how you could have different people on the same song and it still, you know what I mean? Just
still worked.
How it came, how it came together and everything. Like, it was fire. You know what I'm saying?
So something else Jadakiss worked on. Mm-hmm. He said that in the battle, in the versus battle. I see what you're doing here. Mm-hmm. So my next one was Down and Out by Cameron and Kanye.
Okay.
And that one, I remember watching Sucker Free Countdown, and that was on the screen. And I just, once again, the sample, I fell in love with that soul sample, that music that make you feel good. It provides a feeling for you when you hear it. When you hear those voices chopped and screwed and just, you know, creating a melody, that shit hit you like you could feel it.
Different, yeah.
And I wasn't the biggest Cameron fan, but Cameron always jumped on, or Dipset in general, they always jumped on beats that had that nice sample. And Kanye's my guy, so when they jumped on a beat with Kanye, and of course what Rockefeller was doing at the time, it was like they just couldn't miss. And when you see Cameron jumping on a beat with Kanye after you know, fucking with Heatmakers, fucking with the Heatmakers, that was like, yo, it's a good look for Kanye. He's still in his producer bag, and he just dropped a wavy ass album. This song is going crazy. I just remember being on Elder Street, watching Sucker Free Countdown. And there's a couple of those songs that's on there that came from Sucker Free Countdown. Yeah. So Down and Out, Cameron featuring Kanye. And that Purple Haze album was amazing. I remember you playing that. I remember you doing a freestyle of that to some of the songs on there.
Yep.
Yo.
It's a fact.
Purple Haze is definitely a classic album.
Classic.
It's a classic album.
Classic. Facts, man. Shout out to Cameron. That shit was fire. I ain't gonna lie, man.
So what you got?
That was number 9. Number 9. I'm gonna go with number 9. I'm gonna go with Dear Mama.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go with Dear Mama. Dear Mama is definitely one of those songs that was, I mean, like I never heard a song like that. Like I was like, what the, you know what I mean? Just everything about that song was just, it wasn't soft, it was sensitive, but then again, it was still on some, you know what I'm saying? Me and kicked out on the streets, you know what I'm saying? Like, it still had that real, like, cause you know me, you know what I mean? I was going through that shit, you know what I'm saying? So as it just hit different, like, you know what I'm saying? When you hear certain songs like that, like, wow. And I wasn't going through it when I heard it.
If I could adopt that song, I would definitely adopt that song.
Yeah, like that's something that song hit different. Like even the first time before I'm like, damn, like, you know what I mean? It made me look at my mother different. You know what I'm saying? You could just see, you know what I mean? It just give you that it was one of those songs that gave you a visualization of a black woman or a black mother. You know what I'm saying? It was like, it was something, you know what I mean? Yeah. He did something special with that song. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, I'm not really like,
I respect the shit out of that one.
And this, yeah.
I respect that one.
Yeah.
This one was hard, and you was telling me that you was having issues with Drake in your list. I was having issues with Hove in my list. I didn't know what song I should pick, but I put Never Change by him on Blueprint. Like the Blueprint is my favorite Hove album. I feel like the beat selection on there was amazing.
Shit, the Blueprint is your favorite Hove album?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The beat selection on there was wavy. Once again, the time I was consuming the music, I was riding the train from Brooklyn all the way to the last stop in Harlem, and I was able to consume the Blueprint at a time where I didn't really like Hove. So when I went back, listened to that shit, and hear how good the Blueprint was and got to Never Change, I'm like, damn, this album's still good, and it's a different sound.
I'm glad to hear you say when you ain't like Hove. I ain't know that, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I didn't always like Hove. Like I said, I didn't always like him.
No, I know. I'm saying I ain't know you was, and the time you admitting it, yeah.
This album changed it for me. The Blueprint 3 actually changed it for me, and not saying that the Blueprint 3 was great, but I love what he was doing at the time, like the image that, what he was turning into. Mm-hmm. So like after going back, every album that Hove ever put out, it shows evolution. You talk about Reasonable Doubt, it talk about what he accomplished by the time he put out the Blueprint. And that's why the Blueprint was wavy, because, you know, they did what they said that they would do. And he put out a lot of hits. He sustained them, put out great bodies of work with great producers, put on great artists, and made great music. It wasn't just your average hit 'em up, bang bang music. He was able to make a song. He was able to make a great song and work with the best producers and put some of the best producers in a position to make music with other people. You know, if you talk about the producers that Hove worked with, Pharrell, Timbaland, Swizz Beatz, Kanye West, DJ Premier. Going all the way back to Reasonable Doubt. Just a whole list of producers. Rick Rubin. Fucking Just Blaze. There's no way you could lose.
Right.
And also Kanye produced Never Changed as well.
On there.
Yeah, he produced Never Changed. And once again, the soul sample. The soul sample.
Okay, was that number 8?
Yeah.
All right, number 8. Said Kanye, Jay-Z. Number 8, I'm gonna go with Many Men. I'm gonna pick that because I'm gonna go with Many Men for number 8. You know, that song is self-explanatory. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot.
Yeah.
That was just shit. 50. You know what I'm saying? He and it's crazy because I got 3 50s on here, and I didn't put Dipset on here because there's too many. And Drake, I gotta really I gotta sit down. Like Drake and I got too much.
So you're gonna
Drake
come back and revamp your list?
Yeah, I am.
Right.
I am.
Right.
But I told you last week I was gonna have 10.
Yeah.
So I'm not. This is not gonna be like. It's
Nah,
not
I
gonna
like
be
this list. I like this list so
different
far.
10. It's not gonna be like a totally different 10.
I like your
It's
list so far.
Yeah, it's not gonna be.
I like
You know what I'm
it.
saying?
I like
but
it.
yeah, that's where I ain't even gotta say too much about that. You know what I'm saying? That's
it.
That's it. Many Men.
Yo, you got Many Men in there. I'ma throw Hate It or Love It.
Okay.
Hate It or Love It is another one of those songs that once again was on Sucker Free Countdown, and 50 and Game being so big as far as their personalities. Pause. Their personalities like
This nigga had to say pause. You know niggas be getting on your ass, yo. Nah, this nigga is wilding up here. You gotta get a pause button.
You know, and the fact that it worked for the amount of time that it worked, you know, Game didn't seem like the regular G Unit artist, and he was making music that was like it was really touching people. He from California. California is a way bigger state than New York, so it's gonna touch more people. So he had a huge buzz following behind him, and I think their ability to make music is something that that gets underlooked. They always made great songs together. Hate It or Love It is definitely one of those songs, and it's another song that has a nice sample on there. So yeah, we at 7.
Yeah, that was your number 7, right? And I ain't gonna lie, this is crazy about my list too. I had to.
Nah, I don't know. I ain't smoking that shit right now. I'll
You
wait till I get to a clip.
Yeah,
I'm clapped right now. Fuck.
There's one thing about my list. I didn't want to just. I wanted to have a right. It wouldn't have been. I could have just made this list with Lil Wayne, Drake, 50, and Dipset.
There's a lot of music.
Yeah, like you know
There's
what I'm
a
saying?
lot of music.
And I had, I threw Wayne up here, and it's not this, like, I got so many songs from him, so it's not even like, I'm not gonna say him like, oh, this is my favorite Wayne song, but I threw this one up here because it hit different. It's Lil Wayne, Something You Forgot. When he made a song about Trina and shit, I've been waiting for you. That shit, you know what I'm saying? That shit hit different. That was one of those songs.
To that right before. And I remember,
you know what I'm saying?
I remember where we were when you was listening to that shit. I remember you was in your Wayne bag heavy. Like, I could vouch for that. When you played that shit, I was like, oh yeah. He on his shit. He ain't gonna come with no bullshit today. I really thought you was gonna come with a lot of bullshit. But
you said it last week. You thought I told you.
I respect it. Cause that's something I vividly remember, being in grandma crib. Like
So yeah, that song definitely was something that, you know what I mean? It hit different. He was vulnerable on that. He was talking about a lot, you know what I'm saying? And that shit, he went ham on that shit. Just bottom line, he went stupid on that shit. The sample, the everything on that shit was for the beat was crazy.
And that was supposed to be for the Carter 3, right?
It was supposed to be
for
the
the
Carter
leaked.
3.
That was on the leaked Carter 3, right? And then he came out.
On
That
the
was
mixtape.
with
La
Kush.
Kush.
I'm just
that,
like, yo, that
mixtape.
That mixtape was fire.
Fire.
That shit was fire.
Fire.
How do you think it compares to the actual Carter 3? I don't know how they leveled up so different. I don't understand how that one was supposed to be what eventually came out to be.
I feel like they
actual
both was
Carter 3.
good. I feel like they both was good.
But the second one, the hits was massive. Massive.
Yeah. The Carter 3.
I'm not sure if Kush would and all that shit. And I love those songs. Like
he had I used to got my gifts for Christmas ain't had to wait for it. I had the 10-speed of school and the skateboard. Fuck it, that was fuck. What the fuck was y'all think? Damn. Ah, fuck,
Can't
I
get
can't.
it.
Yeah,
Can't get
yeah,
it.
but that was my shit. That's when that was on there.
I
what I'm
remember
saying?
born in New Orleans, raised in New Orleans. I
Went
remember
forever and made
running
faith in
faithful
New Orleans. I think.
in
See,
New
that, and
Orleans.
he was on a
I
run.
thank you,
Like
Holly
that's why I
Grove.
said I could fill the
My
list
hood
up with him.
snotty
You know what I'm
nose.
saying?
I
Like,
come through the hood, suicidal doors.
I used to come through the hood on the handlebars, crack in my jaws, gat in my drawers, money in my pocket. Ooh, I ain't gonna lie. I
Crazy.
hope it don't dissolve. You know, I'm repping 504 in my mom's. Young and quick to go off like car alarms.
That was a great
Facts.
period Wayne provided for
Facts.
us.
2-3 years. and
Watching
that was
his
fire.
ascension, and it wasn't super quick. It was in a rapid period of time, but you also saw him growing over time because he came in the game so young. So you saw him like, oh damn, that's Wayne. Oh damn, that's Lil Wayne. And every time it just got better. I love when an artist can evolve.
He definitely evolved.
Yeah, and even for that being the Carter 3 or the supposed release for the Carter 3, up to the second one, to see how he upped his game again from that one.
From that one was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Yep.
Alright, I respect that. Because I actually know that about you. This next one is another song that I knew about it, but like I haven't been the biggest Nas fan. Even though Life is Good is one of my favorite albums. And that's Nas later on in his career, like after the Khalees breakup and stuff. That's him with the dress on the cover. I was arguing with somebody who was a Nas fan, and they was like, they was heavily against Hov. It was like, nah, Nas is better. I feel like niggas who say that don't listen to Nas, or they can't understand what Nas is talking about. I'm like, yo, all Nas fans say that. And Nas' critique is that he's boring and shit like that.
He got a bad beat selection.
I would agree, but then when I heard Rewind, I didn't feel like it was a bad beat. I felt like it was a groovy beat, and then also what he was able to do on the song. So my pick is Rewind, but like I said, what he was able to do on the song, tell a story on the song. Like if you never heard Rewind, go listen to Rewind. Listen when you could focus on it 100%, because it's that type of song that will kind of blow your mind when you hear it for the first time. And that song definitely blew my mind, how he was able to make that concept work for that song. I tipped my hat off to him once I heard that. I was like, you got it. I understand why people say that you the best. It was,
He different. I'm not a big Nas fan, but I could agree he different.
and he has songs, but it took me a while to understand why people call Nas the best. Or why,
He was
his
considered
fans
one
were
of the greats, yeah.
Exactly. He's considered to be one of the best. I don't know why I'm fumbling over my words right now. But I couldn't understand that for a while. When I heard Rewind, I was like, he got it. And I'm pretty sure that there's some shit that I never heard that, especially at the time. Nas was also another young nigga. He was 18 when he dropped his first album. And he had a lot of great producers. Whoever was the best producer at the time, he had them on his album. So he was co-signed, he was back, he delivered, and people say he spit in a way that was like vivid and
he was different.
Yeah.
He was different, definitely. I
street conscious nigga. But
yeah.
super street almost. It wasn't more on the conscious side. It was right in the middle almost.
Queens.
It was right in the middle. And if you 50-50
Queens
street and 50-50 conscious, that's a recipe for success.
That's a good combination. I respect that.
Because niggas respect you in the streets, and niggas respect you on your intelligent shit.
I respect it. And this one, we counting down, y'all, from 10 to 1. So there's not 6 going up, 6 going down. So this number 6. My number 6, I ain't even got to it. You know what I mean? I'm going to just throw Dreams and Nightmares in there. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I mean? Okay. We know what that is for the culture, how big that is. You know what I'm saying? That shit come on, everybody rapping that shit.
Is this a culture selection, or is this
It's a fan favorite. I ain't gonna lie. This is one of my, you know what I'm saying? I gotta throw it in there. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna throw Meek in there, because like I said, I'm saying I got too much, so like I can't. I gotta, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna throw Meek in. That's definitely one of my favorite songs. That's gonna go in my top 10.
Were you one who listened to the song early and was like, "Yo, this shit"?
Yeah. Soon the first time I heard it.
You know, it's
First time I
crazy.
heard it.
It wasn't like that for me.
Yeah, first time I heard
It
it.
wasn't like that. It wasn't like that for me for a while. I was like, I love what he did with the switch up and the beat drop, but it was just like, it didn't hit for me.
Yo, as soon as I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, I had to grind like that and grind
I wasn't
like
ready
this.
to. I wasn't ready to really consume that. I wasn't ready to let what he was saying sink in my brain. And there's certain Meek songs that I fucked with, but that one, I don't know. It was a change in hip hop with beat selections. And that was something different that it was like, it was very grungy and in your face. I love the switch up, but I don't think I was ready to accept it. But when I did have a time to sit down and listen to that shit, I was like, yo, he's speaking every bar. Like, you feel that shit. It's pain in that shit. That shit make you level up.
First time I heard that shit, it was like, what?
Wow.
What? This nigga, because you know I was a big Meek, like, Meek, you know what I'm saying? I was a big Meek fan, I mean? So, still am, but you know what I mean? He ain't been dropping shit. That nigga, I mean, he gotta get on his shit, because lately, I don't know what the fuck been going on. He been dropping shit that ain't been really dropping. You need to drop a mixtape album or something, nigga. We need something, Meek. We tired of this bullshit you dropping.
Dreams and nightmares.
You know what I'm saying? Dreams and Nightmares, number 6.
I respect that. All right. My 5th pick is, or number 5 for me, is Juicy by Biggie.
Okay.
And I don't really need to say much.
Yeah.
That's hip hop.
So
That's
one of
Brooklyn.
those. Okay.
It's hip hop, it's Brooklyn, and when you listen to it, it's an image. It's an image.
This is the feel of Brooklyn. Represent Brooklyn.
Right.
Definitely.
So
That's your number 5.
that's all I gotta say about that.
All right, number 5 for me, I'm going to say G-Unit, My Buddy. I'm saying that song when it came, that song Beg for Mercy, probably number 3rd track on the shit. That shit hit different. You know what I'm saying? That song, you know it. That's why you said that spot, because you know, like,
Buddy.
I was playing that every day, all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way they did that song, the way they came in on that shit, they was hot at that time.
Yeah.
Fresh out, you know what I'm saying? That nigga
couldn't miss.
They couldn't miss, you know what I'm
Nobody.
saying? Nobody, all of them, you know what I mean? So that go without, you know what I mean? If you was around, if you was outside at that time, man, you know what that song was. If you was doing anything, you know what I mean? If you was doing anything but staying in the house, nigga, you know what that song was. You know what I'm saying? That song definitely was something that came out when niggas was stepping outside, niggas was outside, you know what I mean? So
I can vouch for that song.
yeah. You know what I
For
mean?
you. You know. All right. So far your list is panning out. My 4th pick is Changes by Tupac. I feel like me being graduating with a history degree, and also loving hip hop, loving to consume hip hop and learn more about it. I feel like Changes is one of them songs, especially when you watch the video, that, you know, let you know what somebody was feeling at that time, what was going on at that time in our community, you know, activism, stuff like that. Like, it inspired me to stand for something bigger than myself. You know, be perceived however you're going to be perceived. But when it come down to it, and when it come down to, you know, doing a good deed or making sure that your voice is heard, when it comes to spewing positivity, that song did it. You know, that song did it. And, you know, people may feel however they feel about Pac, but Changes is just one of those songs that represent hip hop well.
And I feel like Pac had an opinion, a strong opinion, that he really didn't care about who the fuck cared or didn't like how he, you know what I mean, what he did or what he stood for. So that definitely was a song that he put out, not giving a fuck what nobody think, you know what I'm saying? And his point of view on how he felt, you know what I mean? So that was a good, that's I agree with that. That's a good one. And what was that, number 4? My number 4, you want to stay with Pac, Hit 'Em Up.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I threw
Oh,
Hit 'Em Up, yeah.
shit.
Yeah, number 4
Yo.
is in there. Yeah.
Wow.
Hit 'Em Up. And it's crazy, it's number 4 right here too. So you know what I'm saying? Hit 'Em Up. That's that's self-explanatory.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That
Okay.
definitely was a song. I was like, what the fuck when I heard that?
That's a song that got me into Pac.
Yeah. I was like, what? This nigga was talking that shit. Like, he ain't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? That was definitely a song that when he came out, with that shit, niggas was like, what? This is, niggas, even if you was a Biggie fan, you was rapping that shit. Like, you was just like, this shit fire. That was undeniable. You couldn't not fuck with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker.
Yeah,
like,
it was reckless.
Like,
it was reckless.
Like, you just wanted to say that, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what?
Super
Especially if you
reckless.
was fucking a fat nigga bitch. You was violent. You know what I'm saying? You just wanted to
You fucked a fat nigga bitch before?
Nah, I ain't never fucked no fat bitch. Look,
You
I'm
fucked a
saying,
fat
not
nigga.
me.
You
Nah.
fucked a fat nigga fat bitch before?
Not me. I've been in a relationship for 15 years, and I ain't never do nothing before that. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I mean? I was a virgin before that.
I'm
you know
weak.
That's
I'm
a fact.
weak.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Nah, Hit 'em
Shit.
Up is definitely one of them ones, and I consume Hit 'em Up and Changes around the same time.
Yeah,
Like my
so-
sister would leave her CDs in my room. I would throw the Tupac CD in, and I was able to, understand why people liked him. And even if I didn't understand everything he was saying at that point, I was able to take in a full album with some extras on there. And when I heard Hit 'em Up, I was like, ooh, this beat is fire. Oh, he talking
And
about
for a
Biggie
diss
in it?
track,
for
yeah. I
a
got
diss
2
track.
diss tracks on my list too.
Oh, wow.
But that one was, you know what I'm saying? That was one of those that came out like, this what a diss track is. This what it's supposed to sound like. You know what I'm saying? Disrespectful, not giving a fuck. And he had somebody else on there. Nigga came through
He had a
also, you know what I'm
couple
saying?
people on
Yeah,
there,
he had a couple people on there. Like,
you know
what I'm saying?
Pac style.
Yeah,
Take
like, you know what I'm
you
saying?
ain't shit but a fake.
outlaw niggas, that's a fact. Like, you know what I'm
Softer than
saying?
Alizé with a chaser.
Yeah, that nigga,
Ooh,
white.
yo, that's a fucking bar.
Nigga wear hair
Softer
with
than
them niggas, like-
Alizé with a chaser. Oh my
That's
god.
a fact, and I feel like that's where 50 probably got some influence when he went at Ja and G Unit. They probably got that influence from that. 'Cause
Crazy.
they went stupid on them niggas.
Crazy.
I don't give a fuck if you was from New York, you was feeling that shit. You know what I'm saying, but hell yeah,
Nigga threw Hit 'em Up on there. Pretty interesting list you got here. My next one,
or number 4. Matter of fact, that was number 4.
that was number 4. I'm on number 3.
Mm-hmm.
My next one is Tuscan Leather by Drake.
Okay.
The best intro ever in hip hop. At a time where I don't know what's wrong with me. Maybe
That and Dreams and Nightmares, but I'm gonna go ahead. Tuscan Levels is good, but
Tuscan Leather is the best intro in hip hop. They both did very creative things with the beat on there. Drake switched it up 3 times. The sample, the feeling.
I'm not saying-
I mean, if you're a street nigga, you're gonna relate to that.
I like. Don't get me wrong.
But I feel like you're gonna gravitate to Dreams and Nightmare
A little bit more, yeah.
because
a
you
little-
relate
yeah,
more
yeah,
to what
yeah,
me
Yeah.
has come from. But with Tuscan Leather, I wasn't a huge fan of Take Care. And people love that album.
I love that album.
But I wasn't a huge fan of Take Care. And I also didn't like how much I wasn't being surprised when Drake albums would drop. Because, like I said, a lot of the singles would be out.
But when
he came with Nothing Was the Same, I was like, this is how you fucking start an album. This is anything from here can't miss.
Yeah.
Anything
It
from
set the
here you
tone.
can't go down.
It set the tone.
And that's, like I said on a previous episode, that's my favorite Drake album. Views is creeping up there, but Views don't have a better intro than Nothing Was the Same. That intro, crazy. It was like, Drake, you got it from here on out. You got it. And every time he dropped the album, it was like, yo, damn, this nigga nice. He got it. But when Nothing Was the Same drop and Tuscan Leather drop, and it was like, how much time is this
I
nigga
like that
spending
whole
on an
album, so
intro?
yeah, that's why I couldn't put it. I couldn't do it.
Tuscan Leather,
Couldn't do
man.
it. All right, that's shit number 2.
Yep.
All right.
No, that's my number 3.
Number 3. All right. Number 3 for me. I'm gonna tell you. I told you I got another diss track on there, so Stay Strapped, Young Jeezy, man. That was it. When that shit came out, one thing's for sure, 2 things for certain, nigga. Like, I ain't gonna lie. When Jeezy came out with that, nigga, because Jeezy was on fire at that time. He couldn't miss. Everything Jeezy was touching was on fire. He had the streets on smash. You know what I'm saying? When he came out with that, I was like, yeah, this nigga. You know what I mean? That was another one of those hit 'em up type shits. Like, that was one of the best, you know what I'm saying? Moments. That was one of the best moments in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people was Gucci fans. I wasn't really a Gucci fan. So by me being a Jeezy fan, seeing that nigga fight back with a haymaker, like, coming back with that was like, yeah, nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? And this shit way better than what this nigga come, to me, in my opinion. Like, that's it, nigga. It's the, nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? talked about everything. I mean, so that's number 3 for me. Young Jeezy, man, stay strapped. I was mad that nigga ain't play that shit in the fucking verses. He let this nigga play that bullshit, smoking on Pookie Loke, and he ain't play Stay Strapped, nigga. Yo, Jeezy, man, what the fuck going on, son?
I would say this shit gonna take a turn.
Yeah.
Number 2 is J. Cole, Love Yours.
Okay.
Whenever I listen to that song, it put me in a better mood than what I'm in. And it make me like it makes me present. It's like, yo, you here right now? Love yours. Like no such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing as a life. Heart beating fast, let a nigga know that he alive. Like, and he also dropped that as a surprise album. So being able to go through that whole album, not find a flaw in that album, and get to the second to last song, which is Love Yours, and you know he's speaking like that on it. I don't know, that song always touched me, and I always listen to that shit whenever I'm feeling down, whenever I feel like my back is against the wall, whenever I feel like I need to be picked up, I listen to Love Yours.
I respect that. I ain't gonna lie. Number 2 for me, that was number 2, right? Number 2 for me is Lil Wayne, Pray to the Lord.
Pray to the Lord.
That's one of those songs, like you said, every time I hear it, you know what I'm saying? That shit, because I'm a spiritual person, I mean, but I ain't really too into, I mean.
Sing that one again? How that should go?
Pray to the Lord, my soul to
keep.
And
oh,
if
yeah.
I should die
before I wait. Yeah.
Pray to the Lord. Bury me a G, because that's what I, you know what I'm saying?
And
don't
it was
cry
a
for me, I gave
too.
the best I could give. I can only do me, so that's what I did. And I cherish every breath of my kid. And I don't want to go before she grow. That ain't cool, but in this game of life, I don't make the rules. What? Like I ain't gonna lie. And until it hits me, like, you know what I'm saying? He was talking like, that's one of those songs that
I know the title. I know the title. Wow, I'm gonna download that.
It put me in
and it's probably not even on streaming services. I don't think it's on streaming services. I'm gonna have to get that shit on SoundCloud or some shit like that. Cause that's mixtape Wayne.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's one of those songs. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
Put me in the,
My number 1 is, of course, and this one was also hard, but it's Kanye, Can't Tell Me Nothing.
Okay. Okay. I knew you was gonna. I knew another one was in there.
Yeah.
I knew probably another one in there too.
Nah, that's my last one.
All right.
Yeah. So Kanye, Can't Tell Me Nothing. I was always a Kanye fan, but Graduation kind of solidified it. Like I said, me, my friends, the fam, like we was all going at it for who would outsell each other. When it came to 50 and Kanye, who would sell more. Of
course.
And when he delivered with that album. But also, before he dropped the album and he dropped Can't Tell Me Nothing, it was like, you know what? I'm going to play in this lane of what's going on right now. We was making a transition in the trap. And if you listen to Can't Tell Me Nothing, it's a booming beat. And Kanye singles wasn't really on some, it wasn't booming. You know, Jesus Walk was
okay, yeah.
It was
good.
different.
Yeah,
it was Kanye. It wasn't even that it was good. It was Kanye. It was great. Great song.
Yeah.
But Can't Tell Me Nothing, he played in this lane. He succeeded at it. And like, this is when you knew Kanye was different too. Like, when I heard Can't Tell Me Nothing, I thought Jeezy was gonna be on the song, but the nigga ad-libs is just in there.
Yeah.
And all he did was play his ad-libs, and it's like, what the fuck is this nigga doing right now? Yeah.
Yeah, like,
I'm like, yo, wait, Jeezy's not on this? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so, all fours now around that time.
You know, and watching Kanye perform Can't Tell Me Nothing live, different experience. When that bass dropped, that shit shake the building.
Yeah, you were telling me about that shit. As soon as you came from that, you was calling me. That shit was crazy.
Shake the fucking building.
That's crazy. So that was your number 1?
That's my number 1.
Like, my number 1 is, I'm saying, this song right here, man, this was my grandmother's favorite song. My grandmother passed away, I'm saying, 03, you know what I'm saying? But this is her favorite song. She was playing this shit every day, singing this shit all day. Every time I hear this song, it make me think of her, you know what I'm saying? That's Eve, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Dun, 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 dun. I don't even know you, but I hate you. That's my number one.
I
I'm
respect
saying,
the
like,
shit out of that. Wow.
Every time I hear that song, I mean, just what that song stands, it's a lot of. I mean, everybody got how they feel about that song and what they take from that song. What it, I mean, some people like the video. The video was crazy. Everything is still for it.
Yeah.
I'm saying that song
Love
had a
is
lot of
blind.
meaning. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people take, but me, it just it got a lot of I mean, it symbolized a lot for me. My grandmother, the song itself, the lyrics itself, her. I mean, everything that song stood for. And I mean,
Wow,
that's
your grandmother was singing that.
yeah. Or like that was her. Dun, 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 dun. Walk around the house all day just singing. Dun, dun, dun. And right before she died, like I just remember a week before she passed, that's what she all day singing that shit all day. You know what I'm saying? So anytime I hear that song, automatically, I don't care where I'm at, how mad I am.
You know what's crazy?
I'm saying,
Not to cut you
no,
off.
go.
I kind of remember you being in a vibe when that shit would play. When you came over to our grandmother's house.
Mm-hmm.
After that happened, I remember that.
Anytime I hear that,
That's
shit,
fucking
like,
crazy. I completely forgot. Wow,
that's my number one, man. You know what I'm saying?
that's crazy. You see how hip hop could be different, like, or consuming hip hop could be different.
Mm-hmm.
And I could look at you and I could say for a fact that your list represent who you are, or it's a direct image of
who I
nigga.
am.
We grew up together.
Both of us, yeah.
So I'm like, if I seen any bullshit on there, I was gonna be like, nah, fuck out of here. This nigga's tripping.
Nigga was, yo,
This
you heard
nigga's
him?
tripping.
Y'all heard him last week. That nigga was talking mad shit, yo. This nigga was, yo, next week, this, that. I know you gonna come with some bullshit. This 2018 shit.
Nah, I'm glad that you did that because you be playing, nigga. You be trolling.
Yeah,
You be trolling.
Nigga said I be trolling. Nah, it's
No.
that I like a lot of new shit. Don't get me wrong.
Nah.
I'm saying, but when it come down, you come on, you know I've been, and that's still not. There's a lot more shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I had a week. I ain't really. I mean, it wasn't fair to just try to consume mad music and just throw people. You know what I mean? But give me like another week. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do 15. And then we going to, you know what I mean? We could switch it up. We could do R&B. We could do all hip-hop songs or music songs, period. Hip-hop and R&B, you know what I mean? Yeah. Do 15. You know what I'm saying? Just to have, you know what I mean? Give a different variety because it's definitely songs that almost would have made it, but it didn't make it because of the cadence. It was probably R&B too, R&B, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Orientated, so it's
We
not
could
really
do R&B.
song.
We could definitely do R&B.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
we might have to do top 10 artists.
Mm-hmm. And if y'all send y'all listening, because
Yeah.
I mean we want to see y'all listen.
Definitely.
Y'all listening. I'm saying if y'all got anything, anybody, if y'all agree with any artists or any songs on our list, just send them in or just make y'all own list.
Make y'all list. I want to see what y'all got on y'all list. I want to see whether or not your list falls in line with who I think you are as a person or who I've grown to know you as a person. I would love to see that.
We know a lot of y'all, man. We know everybody. You know what I'm saying? So just send your list in, man. And don't try to just jam it in with like one artist. Try to, you know, if that's who your favorite artist, you just listen to nothing but
really
that
take
artist.
time on this shit.
Yeah,
you know,
go but you know
these like I said before, it should serve as a timestamp in your life. All these songs should serve as timestamps. And I had some newer ones on there. They're not new songs, but when I talk about what hip hop mean to me and I hear these songs and I gravitate to them the way that I do, it's because I know what hip hop means to me. So it may be newer, but it has some substance and it falls in line with hip hop and being great as well. It represent all these songs on this list represent hip hop well.
That's why when you posed the question to me, I was like, you know, I told you it was definitely gonna take more than a week, because it's a lot. It's a lot to, you know what I'm saying? We talking about 10 out of a billion. Like, we've been listening to music, we've been consuming music,
and then
our whole life. You know what I'm saying?
The releases became more rapid.
Of course. So, real rapid, and it's a lot of music, and you know we going for what we heard. But there's a lot of music that I haven't even heard. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of artists. It's just so much music out there that it's just like...
We could do this. Top 10 lists of... We could find a way to make this work. Top 10 lists of artists that we haven't heard or dove into. We could find a way to...
All right. Okay. We could put that together. Yeah. Artists like fresh. Yeah. We could just go listen and we could put a list. We could find a way to jam pack a list. Put, let's say, 20 artists
that we don't listen to or never listen to.
Start listening to them and rate them who we think is the best out of those 15 or
we
whatever.
could do that Big Daddy Kane era. We can do all that.
Yeah,
That'd be fun.
Yeah,
That'd be super fun.
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
That'd be super
Definitely.
fun.
It just we got to figure out what we do the list, like what the criteria is and everything for the list.
Right.
But yeah, man, I definitely like your list. Your list was cool. I definitely was surprised.
Don't your list was cool.
Nah, your
man.
list was cool. Your list was cool. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z and the Biggie and you know what I'm saying? It's cool. But I definitely know you wanted to put 10 motherfucking Kanye West songs, man.
Nah, that's not even true. That's not even true. I feel like I consume so much hip hop, and what I'm learning is that, like, once again, there's so many moving pieces in hip hop that make it work. You can't just attribute it to one specific artist. So, like, I'm growing to understand that everybody plays their role in this thing. So I couldn't have just done back then. Yeah, it would have been Kanye everything. It would have been, y'all gonna know I'm a Kanye fan because nigga, as Kanye fans, you wear that shit proud. But
it's a fight.
Now I'm at a point where it's like, yo,
being a Trump. It's like being a Trump supporter, being a Kanye fan out here. Shit is crazy.
Not for me. I think it's starting to surprise me how much people are
Gravitating to him now.
not even gravitating to him, and some people do it. Some people are gravitating to him, but how much people are being sympathetic to, you know, what's going on. People talk about him too, but I do see people being sympathetic, and I'm trying to practice that, not generalizing shit, just being negative.
You know what I do want to say though? All the things we've been speaking about is definitely true, but you know what else is true that it is positive in rap today? The awareness of mental health. I feel like the awareness of mental health in the state of music
Charlamagne
today
does
is
a great
definitely.
job with that.
You know what I'm saying there's a lot of people that's focused and it's definitely so you could tell when somebody going through something. So by them being sensitive, that's because right now that's a topic that people are sensitive towards. That mental health shit, everybody. Look what we going through right now. This coronavirus shit got everybody going through some type of depression or some type of just, you know what I mean, discomfort, whatever
shit
you
is just fucked up.
whatever you going, it's definitely it's some type of discomfort you going through, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's why people is more sympathetic to people going through shit like that, because it's more of like relatable. We all going through it right now. We all got something. And if not, we done lost somebody. You know what I'm saying? We all going through something. So it's definitely more understandable. So now to see him going through shit like that is not like, oh, he just crazy. He bugging the fuck out. Like, nah, nigga. We see a lot of the shit that he did that he was looking crazy and he actually made come true. So niggas now, I feel like niggas got a different respect, like, oh shit, he not crazy. He might be crazy. No, he is kind of, but we all, it's like now it comes to we all kind of crazy. That nigga, he knows something. He good. Like he's successful. We all a little crazy, but how everybody play him to being high. Anybody can have a mental breakdown. You don't know what a nigga dealing with. It's easy to say the nigga crazy when you ain't dealing with the same shit.
And I always say this: we are thousands and thousands and thousands of miles away from these people's lives. Mm-hmm. So how invested we become, you know, that's why I try to have this this convo driven on music, because we get too consumed with other people's lives and we not even there. How we consumed with some shit that we wasn't present for. You know, if we ain't present for that, how the fuck could we put so much stock and attention into who's right, who's wrong, judging people based off of what you see through the internet? Exactly. We feel like we know these niggas and we really don't know them. We don't know them from a hole in the wall.
That's a fact.
So
we don't even know the fuck our siblings, and not saying it like that, but it's certain people, you know what I mean? You can't account for what nobody going, you know what I'm saying? Like,
nigga, we trying to figure out what's going on with ourselves.
Facts.
You know?
So it's
I know I'm not the only one.
That's a fact.
So
at the end of the day, you can't just, you know what I mean? It's easy to judge people, but I feel like now, in the state of everybody seeing that mental health is a real thing, it's not easy to, they're not just crucifying people's character and just assassinating their character just for looking a little crazy and just because.
I think they are though, and to a certain extent. Not everybody, I think they are, because think about cancel culture. Like you can't make a mistake. You can't have a specific view because it's like, if I don't agree with what you're doing, if I don't agree with you, you are not good enough for me to even give you energy or good energy.
Let me say this.
You're not good enough for me.
I agree, but I disagree. I feel like cancel culture only comes when you mention three things: LBGT, racism, and disrespecting women. I feel like those are the only time cancel culture comes. You could do whatever. You could murder a motherfucker. You could do whatever. You ain't getting canceled.
So where do cancel culture lie with Trump? Because black people cancel Trump.
Because he was racist. They felt like he was racist. Disrespecting women. I'm saying that's what his code. You got to do one of those three. Disrespect the women. I'm saying, like I said, do something. One of those three. You going to get canceled. Other than that, it's like it's hard to get canceled. Niggas be getting canceled because they be, oh yeah, this F-A-G, you know what I'm saying? This, that, they go, you can't.
Niggas don't get canceled for the shit that they should get canceled for.
Yeah.
And then.
But the shit that, because you know why? You can't attack racism, you can't attack a whole group of people.
Right.
That's going to get you canceled. You can't, LBGT, you can't attack those group of people. That's going to get you canceled. Females, one of the most sensitive creatures.
But there's times where people do shit and they get quote unquote canceled for no reason.
Like what?
Like, I'll give you an example. The Kim Kardashian shit for her birthday. What? When everybody was locked into Corona and Kim Kardashian went out for her birthday to some island. They booked out an island for themselves, for her close friends. The media was going crazy talking about she's tone deaf because she went out to book an island while everybody's stuck in their crib. I'm like, everybody doing all these fucking these fucking PPP loans and all this other shit and traveling where the fuck they traveling to. The moment Kim Kardashian does it for her 40th birthday is an issue. Like, what the fuck are we focusing on and why are we canceling her?
Because people they just want...
Niggas ain't valid to speak on shit.
Of course, they not. But you know what it is? Niggas want a reason to have something to say. Just because, you know what I mean? They want a reason to cancel.
How do we stop niggas from being commentators? Like, because at this point, point,
you're not. That's like stopping somebody from having an opinion.
So are we interpreting free speech the wrong way?
No.
Does free speech mean that does free speech mean that my ignorance is equal to your intelligence?
It's equal that you can say whatever you want. That's all that matters. You can say whatever you want.
This shit is fucking weird,
that's
bro.
the freedom of speech. You can, I mean, that's what it boils down to. You can say whatever you want. Is if I sit here to argue with you, if I sit here to even listen, do I pay attention? Do I believe you? People can say whatever they want. It's how you entertain it.
But is it free speech if their opinion is spewed? Because niggas didn't even know why they felt the way. Niggas didn't even know what tone deaf was.
Yeah, but you know what it is though?
They was just sharing and sharing. Was like, Kim Kardashian is being bashed for something. Let me share it and bash it.
Those are people that's just letting the internet sway their opinion, which a lot of people do. You know what I'm saying? So, not saying that their opinion is like watching the news. Your opinion is made up while you watching it. It's made up for you. Your opinion is made up for you. You didn't really get the freedom of opinion. You have the freedom of speech, though. Now, if you say
but if the news is done right, you can make opinions for yourself. Like, they're not giving you opinion.
It would never be done right. Never.
It used to be.
No, I don't think ever.
It used to be.
I never seen the news.
When we first got TV, it used to be done with a little bit of integrity. Journalism was done with a little bit of integrity, bro.
I never seen it.
Bro, when they was reporting the Vietnam
stories, it's not saying certain stories wasn't done with integrity, but that's how fucking hard. Certain stories was done with integrity, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of stories that they still dealt with. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter. There's a lot of shit that they told us that wasn't the truth, or they portrayed to be a certain way that definitely wasn't that way. They'll give you the crime and the nigga before if he actually did it. Like, that'll point you see a nigga raped a girl, cut her head off, and chopped up and put her 5 different places around the city, and you see some black gorilla nigga. Yeah, he did it. The police is accusing this man. You're already looking at this nigga. Yeah, he look. They not giving you the facts before you get you know what I'm saying? That's already painting a picture once you see that. You looking at the crime. You already sympathetic because that's a little girl. And then you see whoever they post this, but once you see that person, you already gonna form an opinion on them. You're not even thinking about if he. Right. You're not even looking at like, damn. I wonder if what he going.
You ever hear a person say, "Damn, that nigga look like he did it"?
Hell, nigga, I watch 48 hours every day, all day. I be looking, that nigga look like he did it. No funny shit. I'm saying,
ain't do it.
Nah, sometimes nigga did it. Sometimes nigga didn't do it though. You know what I'm saying? But that's who am I to say if he did it or not?
Right. Even if they say he did it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Who am I to say he did that shit? I mean, so at the end of the day,
how do we get more concerned with like what we doing, how we're doing?
it's never. It's
Yo,
always
we are
gonna,
programmed.
you
we
know
are
why?
programmed so fucking backwards.
You know
bro.
why? Because we got to feed off each other. That's the only way life works. We got to feed off each other. I'm saying life don't work if you can't just be doing. You know what I mean? You got to feed off. No matter if you got business, you got to feed off other. So it matters what people think and how people feel. You got a business that's catering to people or whatever you're doing in life. You're around people. We got relationships.
But why do we have to look at it like feeding off of each other rather than like the ecosystem? Like animals function the way that they do because it just is the way that
it's
it
circle
is.
of life, but it's still at the end of the day, it's still feeding off each other.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying
Yeah, but
leeching. I'm saying
nigga, ain't no animal beef. Like if a fish get eaten because a fish got eaten by another fish, it's just like, goddamn, that's a shark. We probably shouldn't have been over there.
You know why though? Because another person don't have to kill another person. Animals got to kill other animals. We don't have to kill people to survive. I mean, people choose.
Which means that it doesn't need to be. It doesn't have to be this way.
It don't. Hell no, it don't got to be this way. Hell no, I agree with you. Hell no, it don't got to be this way. But the fact that it is, and the fact that everybody's not on the same page because there's nobody, like, not for nothing. We could all say whatever we want, nigga. And this is about to go left. I don't even want to. But if niggas looked up, I'm saying no crazy shit. God came one day and everybody seen that shit. Everybody get on the same page, nigga. Niggas, you understand what I'm saying? Like,
true.
niggas seen that shit and it's everybody at one time just looked up like, oh, shit. This is real.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing for nobody to believe in. We don't know who has the answers unless who died and knows the end. Like, nobody knows the answer. So until then,
there's a lot of self-help books. It just comes down to what you believe in.
What you believe in. You know? And a lot of people don't educate themselves that far to see what they believe in.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of niggas that live the way they live because they don't know what they believe in. They don't have. Why you think when niggas find religion, they believe in something,
and they gravitate to it, yeah.
They change because they realize now they found that's not who they was. Right. They don't know. They didn't do too much. You know, people got to do research and just look up certain shit. Look, even religion, or it don't even have to be religion. It could be anything. You know what I'm saying? Anything
do the research
that helps you.
Do the research.
It could be anything. Your hobbies, anything that helps you. Just do research and try
before
to
you
figure
make an
out.
opinion on something. Before you form an opinion on something. Before you speak on something. Do the research.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we tend to do that sometimes, you know, especially when we're in conversation with our friends, but, you know, just do the research. You know, go out, find the information for yourself, figure out how you feel. Mm-hmm. You understand? Form your opinions based off of what you went out there and did. The research that you went out there and did. Don't have fucking social media be the investigators.
And not to just to add to that, it's okay to change your opinion. If you get more information about something,
that's growth, though.
Yeah,
that's growth.
If you get more information about something and that changes your opinion, and
you don't like when your perspective change.
Yeah, I feel like I learned something.
That's like the best feeling to me.
Yeah, like you know
when your perspective change, and that boils down to like my music selection and shit. A lot of it comes to when my perspective on a specific artist changed. Like, you know, that moment is crucial because you learned something, you gained something, you
and
grew.
It's genuine.
You know?
Genuine.
It felt like I leveled up, like on some Mario shit. Like, I got a coin, bing. You feel me?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I don't know. We just went off into fucking tirade, but whatever. You know what we here for.
Yeah, that's a fact.
It is what it is. We're going to continue to do this. We was just talking about how, off camera, off the microphones, we was just talking about how we going to continue to stay consistent. We're going to continue to drop these episodes. And
we're going to continue to get better.
Right.
So this is only episode 4. We still getting it together, but definitely we're going to keep it going. You know what I'm saying?
We enjoying it. It's fun. We having a passion for it. And for all those people who are out there doing whatever it is, find something that you have a passion for, that you have a love for, so that you can be happy doing it. If, you know, there's something going on in your life that takes you away from happiness, find something that can always instill and place that happiness back in there, even if you're doing it for that moment. So, you know, I appreciate everybody who's been tuning in so far. This is the first episode that we've actually recorded since releasing an episode. I'm just giving y'all that little scoop. We just released our first episode, and the feedback that we've been getting is amazing. Like, I didn't expect for people to gravitate to what we were doing so quickly, And I appreciate
We
everybody.
appreciate it. All the love.
tuned
We
in.
appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Definitely. Keep showing us love. Keep tuning in. Keep supporting us, man. We're going to keep getting better. We're going to turn this shit up.
Right.
Keep going. I mean, real niggas, I mean, we ain't going to stop. I'm saying, just keep supporting us, man. We here.
Love. That was episode 4 of the No Need to Debate podcast. Man, we out of here.
No Need to Debate, a podcast.